Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Springfield High School. It's homecoming weekend here at LaSalle High School, just a short jaunt down the hill from the campus in Windmore. And it's the football game, the highlight of the weekend, where they'll take on fellow Christian Brothers School from Baltimore, Maryland, Calvert Hall. Let's bring you now inside our broadcast booth. Bob Long, Tyler Kern, Danny Rovey alongside. And guys, so thrilled to have you guys back in the broadcast booth with me. Brady Joyce is just off camera, running the camera here today. So Tyler, Danny, when you have a bye week, which LaSalle did last time, it's a chance to regroup, refocus. This is the last pre-Philadelphia Catholic League play test. And Tyler, what are your takeaways through the first couple of contests as LaSalle moves now into October?
Yeah, obviously LaSalle's had some challenges. The last game against the Haverford Fords, they came out real strong and then, kind of let the Fords back into the game. So you'd hope they would have cleaned up the mistakes over this long break and, not built up any rust. That can be also difficult when you're not playing football for 2 weeks essentially. So, I really like this matchup. It's always a fun game and excited to see how it plays out.
And Danny, Calvert Hall comes in. It's a very talented team. LaSalle played this team last year, won by just a point. Thoughts on this one here today?
Yeah, exactly. So that game was a really tight contest, a 21-20 finish. Now we have a sophomore versus sophomore quarterback battle. I would love for us to look out for today. Jayon Williams and Gavin Sidwar, two super sophomores going at it today.
Yeah, sure will. And again, an opportunity here for this LaSalle team. St. Joe's Prep does loom next week, but this is plenty challenging. John Steinmetz always talks about it, Danny. This is the toughest schedule in Pennsylvania without getting on a plane. Well, Calvert Hall got on a bus and got their way up here today. This should be a really good one.
Yeah, of course. Calvert Hall 2-3 on the year. I believe they're ranked in the 30s in the Maryland rankings. LaSalle right now is top 20 in the state of Pennsylvania. So we have two storied programs, a little bit of a LaSallian rivalry going on here today.
We'll take a quick break here, folks, and we will be back with kickoff on Bob Long Sports.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfort Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfort Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. The process is simple. First, we do an introduction. Then the candidate provides me with information. We have a consultation based on that information, and we build what's called the model. Once we have that model, we'll share that with 3 great opportunities that match your criteria. We'll follow up with you through the entire process. Obviously, the best opportunities fit the criteria mentioned above, and the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom.
Here we go, folks. We are underway as LaSalle, dressed in the navy blue, will safely corral the ball, and we'll get started. Jack Luthi able to come up with that football. Again, Bob Long, Danny Rovey, Tyler Kern on your broadcast crew with Brady Joyce on the camera. And if you missed our open, this is an all Christian Brothers matchup. Calvert Hall, also a Christian Brothers institution from Baltimore, Maryland area. LaSalle, of course, Christian Brothers School from about 100 feet up the road. Maybe call it 150 yards, Tyler. I don't know. How's your golf distances look with the irons and wedges? But that's about how far we are from LaSalle High School.
They're all over the place, Bob. You know
at
that.
Springfield Township. So Gavin Sidwar, the super sophomore quarterback, stands in, fires to the sideline. And there's Joey O'Brien. He has had an excellent year thus far for this LaSalle team. A couple of underclassmen connecting on this one.
Yeah, a simple route there ran by Joey O'Brien, able to reel that one in and get out of bounds.
Here's Stevie Davis. The give did not go to him. It was a great run pass option read by Gavin Sidwar. That time O'Brien could not bring it in.
Yeah, they're obviously trying to get O'Brien involved in early. That was Sidwar's first read, it looked like, and just barely missed that pass.
Yeah, perfect.
Hit
right
in
between the hands.
Yeah. And he knows it.
Third down now, 2 yards to go. Have to get to the 42. Sidwar stands in, and O'Brien has to get to that line. He knew right where he needed to go. Puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. It'll end up being a gain of 10 on 3rd and 2.
A nice shift in motion there from O'Brien, able to gain some extra yards and evade past the player. Explorers first down.
Great look at that move, making a couple men miss. Calvert Hall in the yellowish orange helmets. Can't miss them here today with the white tops and the red pants. Really good look there for Stevie Davis, but guarded well in the flat. Number 31 in there on the stop, Jalen Mills. No, not that Jalen Mills.
No finger wagging.
2nd down and 10. So they brought pressure from that side and then ran a zone defense to that side of the field, recognizing that Sidwar's first read would be to the side of the field where the blitz came, Tyler. Pretty good defensive strategy there and good scheme.
Yeah, interesting. Looks like they're kind of running like a cover 0 zone.
And so you run right at him with Stevie Davis up the middle. He gained 4 on 2nd down. It'll be 3rd down and 6. In an interesting time frame. Of course, they want to get the first down here, but depending upon if you can chip away a few yards, Danny, perhaps 4 down territory on the first drive of the game.
Oh, 100%. You know, we saw that a lot with the Explorers against Haverford 2 weeks ago, able to go for it on those 4th down plays. We could totally see that right here.
Now 4 wide. Stevie Davis, the man next to him. They run the screen. They get the lineman downfield, and he got 2 yards short of the line to gain.
Yeah, it just seemed like number 54, Tyrion McNichol, was just so close to being there for a nice block down the field, and that might have resulted in a first down.
How about the athleticism of Daniel Lawyer, number 76, getting down there, though? Again, really important. Anytime you're running a screen, you're getting those linemen downfield. Catch has to happen at or behind the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you'd have an ineligible man downfield situation. 4th and 2, sitting down in coverage. Great pitch and catch. LaSalle moves the chains. Chris Filippo came out of the backfield, really kind of that H-back position to make the play.
Yeah, Filippo as open as possible right there. A great read by Sidwar, able to survey the field, and Filippo is, of course, the right choice to make.
Yeah, great job by Filippo finding the seam of that zone. He was wide open there.
And again, if you're watching, if you're a defensive savant, right, you're watching at those linebacker position and the corners. Are they looking in the backfield or are they following a man? That'll tell you whether zone or man. This time McFadden got behind the defense. Really good job coming back to the football there, but Byron Baldwin was in there in coverage.
Yeah, Baldwin right there with some physical play paired up with McFadden. I'm sure he's been watching the film. McFadden created a lot of separation against Haverford 2 weeks ago. That's a guy who you need to be on.
It's a windy day here, Tyler, as well. The wind kind of coming at this direction. And that one's slightly underthrown by Sidwar. It's tough to time that up right.
Sidwar's going to get dialed in here with this wind. First deep pass of the day there.
Now a quick out. That's caught. Sutter. Knee was down, I think, a yard short, even though he stretched across the line to gain. Good spot by the official, but a really good play. You see two receivers out wide there, send one deep, curl the other underneath. Good job by LaSalle's offense. 3rd down and 1, and they're going to pitch it to the outside. Stevie Davis, good block there, and that's going to spring him. Touchdown.
What a play call. Get up to the line real quick on a 2nd and short. Great block by Kelby Hampton there on the end. He made that play happen.
J.P. Oates made that block.
Sorry about that. But, yeah, it's still a great play.
Yeah, I mean, how about the handoff right there? I mean, the draw fake out to Stevie, off to the races. That'll be 6 for the Explorers.
Got 2 number 2s on this roster here,
Yeah,
Bob.
you know what? And it is a good excuse to talk about Kelby because we just don't do it enough. A star cornerback who probably was going to play on the offensive side of the ball this year got hurt in the offseason, denied his senior season at LaSalle. And, yeah, you got a lot of talented guys on this team, Tyler, Danny. Another one that unfortunately didn't have the opportunity to play but has been a really supportive teammate all season long. Excited for what he can do at the next level and wherever that takes him.
And this program has always been about the next man up mentality, and obviously they've done a great job of it, filling that void.
So it was an offside penalty, or it may have even been a pre-snap penalty. So Stevie Davis will put the extra point up and through. 7-0 LaSalle. Great start. And you talked about that play call, Tyler. There it is. Fake that run up the middle, jam everybody in. You have to rely on Oates to be able to make that block, but the toss sweep to the outside, it's a gutsy play call and a good one.
Yeah, kind of interesting. The Explorers obviously saw something on film there. These cornerbacks are playing, 5-10 yards off the ball. So these small, quick slants or short passes really seem to work. And then just kind of caught Calvert Hall on their heels there. Great play design.
This portion of today's game is brought to you by the Great American Pub with 3 locations locally here in the Philadelphia area. I got to see my buddy Chuck Hempshire just last week at a business lunch, and he's doing well. The place in Conshohocken is fantastic. Rooftop bar, great food and drink specials. It's a LaSalle hotspot just outside of the city limits. So if you're looking for a place to go, maybe tonight, what a great day it's turned out to be, head on over after the game to Great American Pub and tell them that Bob Long Sports sent you. And that will not make its way into the end zone. How about that with the backspin? But it's going to be a heck of a return. And LaSalle got out of their gaps, and they're going to pay for it.
Oh, wow. Well, you think LaSalle would take advantage right there. I mean, a tremendous kick from Stevie Davis. Able to pin that one on the 2-yard line, I believe. Takes it all the way back to the 40. I mean, a tremendous return and a little bit of a lapse of judgment by the Explorers.
That time almost allowed those blocks to develop and allowed for a really great return there.
So now we'll meet Jayon Williams, the 2026 quarterback, who will be in the shotgun. Chris Hewitt is to his left. 3 receivers. And it's a fumble. Ball is loose, and Hewitt ended up back on top of it. Many thanks to Grayson McHugh, who essentially threw him on top of the football.
I don't even think McHugh touched him before that ball was fumbled. It just seemed like a mishandled handoff.
100%. It's a run-pass option and early discord on the Calvert Hall side of things. That's a loss of 7.
Never the way you want to start the game right there on the offensive side of the ball. Now pinned back very deep on this first drive.
Have to get all the way to the 50-yard line for a first down. Williams, screen pass, and that was tipped and dropped. Great job by LaSalle. Jack Luthi. Boy, what a year he's had in the linebacking core.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Luthi's a player. You just see him on every play. He finds a way to get involved no matter what, whether that's making a hit or a phenomenal block. I mean, he does a tremendous job for this LaSalle Explorers team.
Yeah, he got a great read on that one, as you saw on the replay.
Explorers switching to a 3-man front here on 3rd and very long.
That's the right play. Just contain what you can contain.
Carson Wakefield is the deep safety. And Williams will step up now, fire it over the middle, and that was a fastball when a soft toss could have done. J.T. Taggart, the intended receiver, almost got his head taken off.
I mean, good pocket knowledge there by Williams. He stepped up when he knew he had to. Just, like you said, a bit of a fastball.
And perhaps the internal clock moving a little quickly there, Tyler. And I know as a defensive end, as you were, first-team All-Catholic defensive end back in the day. Well, not too far back in the day, of course.
Of course.
You love to speed up that quarterback's internal clock.
Of course, yeah. Great job. Great pressure. And, a little bit of a blitz there on the end as well.
Good driving kick. And Ortiz able to field it. Good block there to let Ortiz get down the field. And he's able to hold on to the football after taking it for 15 yards.
Yeah, Ortiz right there misjudged the punt at first, but reels it in. Like you said, Bob, tremendous blocking, able to get a great return out of that. But, an amazing punt from Calvert Hall.
The block was laid by the cornerback, Justin Hawkins, who's playing in the special teams as well.
There's 2 good skill position blocks so far in this game by the Explorers. You love to see it. This is my favorite kind of blocks. And you got the cornerback, which is rare, obviously, on a punt, or a nice wide receiver block. You love to see it.
First down and 10. Need to get to the 48-yard line on LaSalle's side of the field for the first down. And this time a very tight set, except for what looks like Julian McFadden on the outside. Ball's on the far hash, and Stevie Davis, a toss sweep. Calvert Hall all over that one. Whistles are going to blow it dead right in the middle of the action.
Stevie's helmet's off.
Yeah, helmet is off there. We had a little bit of extracurriculars after the whistle.
Yeah, Baldwin came all the way in from the secondary, got a piece.
And, the Explorers did a great job. They had their wide receivers split out wide on almost every play last time. Stick with what worked.
Now, when you have a 2-back and even 3-back system with Azir Nelson, the freshman, in addition to Ortiz and Davis, not a huge issue, but Stevie Davis has to leave the game because his helmet came off in the field of play. So Ortiz, after the loss of 3, gets 2 back. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
It's just, again, interesting to me. Those quick short passes were working. I think maybe the Explorers are testing this run defense, and so far Calvert Hall's run defense looks great.
Sidwar on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap, pretty good blocking. Stands in, fires. It's a yard short, and how about Joey O'Brien? Knew he had to get to the first down line, and it leads to a lot more yak.
How many Cardinals does it take to take down Joey O'Brien right there? Just refusing to be stopped. A tremendous game for the Explorers, and what a read by Sidwar.
And Sidwar is a sophomore quarterback. He had McFadden open, but 5 yards short. He showed great patience there and let that route develop.
And the offensive line gave him that time. Sutter with a one-handed catch. Hello. Put this one on the highlight reel, folks.
Yeah, Sidwar right there opting for a very, very short read on that. You did have O'Brien down the sideline, but then again, the right choice to go out towards the sideline.
Great job by Brady Joyce on the camera as well, getting that one-handed snag on the camera. Calvert Hall, they can get into the backfield, can't they? Number 92 on the play, James Trahan.
But they're not adjusting for these short passes, and until they do, I think you just keep attacking that. Until then, that would ironically open up your run game.
5:34 and ticking here in this first quarter. Flawless thus far for LaSalle. 1 touchdown, and they got a stop on 3 downs defensively. Sutter, the man in motion, and I thought he false started. There is the penalty to confirm. So again, keep an eye on Sutter here in motion. He's kind of got to get set and then just take off a little bit before that snap. You know where that is legal though, Tyler, don't you? Well, technically not because I think it's defunct, but arena football.
Yeah, I'm a big arena football fan, Bob. I knew that.
Second down and 15. And a screen. Des Ortiz waits for the football. Big men down the field laying all kinds of blocks inside the 10-yard line. What a play. And a pretty good adjustment in midair by Ortiz to come back to that football.
I thought those defenders got through a little easy there. Maybe a little bit designed. Great, high pass there from Sidwar.
Yeah, I mean, Ortiz only 5'8", 178, using that size to his advantage right there. He gets low, and he drives down that sideline.
Now just outside the 5, Sidwar, there's the lob. It's their favorite play. Julian McFadden waiting for a call. There it is, touchdown.
Wow. I mean, there's really no words to describe that. What a grab right there from McFadden over the top. Brings it in, just in time with the toe tap. What a grab and a throw from Sidwar, extending this Explorers lead.
That's big-time play.
That's a play that you can lean on once this Catholic League starts. Maybe see that next week against Prep if you're marching down in the red zone.
You do not see much of that at the high school football level. Good football team this year, LaSalle. We talked about all the improvements they have made, and a big part of that is the youngsters getting older. A restructured offensive staff as well has done a great job from a play call standpoint. And here we go. 14-0 LaSalle on homecoming. A great crowd here from Springfield High School getting a show.
Just a great team effort overall. Everyone's firing all cylinders in those gold helmets.
This portion of today's game brought to you by E&M Insurance in North Wales. It's a property and casualty independent agent run by Chris Marr. He is a wonderful advocate for LaSalle, a graduate himself. He sent 2 sons to LaSalle and the former Alumni Association board president. Listen, we all have home, autos, or renters insurance, so why don't you give him a call? You can go to eandminsurance.com. He'll take great care of you. Tell him Bob Long Sports sent you, and make sure you get the best rates possible and protection for your family.
Oh.
And that's an interesting one. I'm glad we're going to get this on replay because number 44, Max Garland, he's not going to be the one to actually drop this football or even pick it up, but he puts his hand on the football along with his teammate there while knees on the ground. The officials say that that's possession, and that's why they blew it dead. Unless there was a fair call signal that I didn't see, I don't love the call. I mean, it doesn't affect much, but I think it's a missed call there.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that, Bob. I mean, I didn't really see a fair catch anywhere, but that could be also just a referee judgment call as well.
But if Garland had actually possessed the ball while that knee's on the ground, of course, he's down.
Yep.
Toss sweep. And LaSalle just roving all around, moving to the football, gain of 1 on the carry from Chris Hewitt.
Yeah, I mean, great job by McHugh setting the edge there, making that running back cut back inside, and just a ton of gold helmets there. Call running to the edge of thing when you're up right dash.
Second down and 9. It's quick screen. It's caught there, makes Luthi miss. And a big lumbering and quick Jackson Gister, big tight end, got a few.
Yeah, Gister still met with Joey O'Brien, not able to gain that much, but establishing a 3rd and medium here for the Cardinals. They haven't had this offense work as they'd like to so far in this one, so a huge conversion on the horizon here for the Cardinals.
Danny, I think you nailed it. Big play. I know it's early, but 14-0. LaSalle's offense looks really good here. Big day in homecoming, a lot of momentum in that regard. Calvert Hall has got to find a way to move the sticks. 3:30 and ticking here in this first quarter. Good catch there by Williams, and it's dropped. Whistles blow immediately. That would have been a couple of yards short. I think number 17 there, Wasilewski, was trying to look upfield and trying to figure out how am I going to get those 2 more yards to get the first.
Yeah, and Joey O'Brien set up 11 yards off the line of scrimmage there and closed the distance pretty quick. Not that it really mattered. It was a drop pass, but
maybe your thought there if you're Calvert Hall is, oh, well, I'm going to play that far off. I'll sit down and 5 yards and turn upfield and get the last 2. LaSalle nearly got there. Got the punt off, and it's a good one. Bouncing out of bounds near the 40-yard line.
That wind might have taken it, too. We can feel it on our backs here going across the field.
Yep.
It's a great day for football.
It is a phenomenal day for football, and probably a phenomenal day for a lot of people, I guess, unless you're watching this game. But you got time after to go check out some houses because it is Real Estate SZN. You're looking to buy or maybe even sell your home. You want to talk to Jim McLaughlin and Carrie Guerin Boyle, our favorite LaSalle realtors. Help my wife and me buy our dream home. Help good friends of ours buy a home, and they're helping another one of our friends right now. So everybody gives rave reviews about Jim and Carrie. Contact information on your screen there. Give them a call and make sure that you can take care of your financial dreams. Now here's your handoff to Stevie Davis to the outside. Stiff arm, only to get back to the line of scrimmage. But hello, Stevie Davis, what a play.
Stevie Davis, get out of here with the stiff arm. I mean, a tremendous play. Not too much of a gain there, but I mean, he was met with so many Cardinals. The fact he was able to pull that off is remarkable.
Stevie's been working on his bench press. That was a great stiff arm. Not that he was ever weak or anything. He's a beast, but wow.
Strong lower half, that's for sure.
And upper half, apparently.
And upper half. 2nd down and 9. Stevie Davis, pretty elusive as well. Takes a big hit, but keeps on trucking. Gain of 8 yards. 3rd down and 1. And actually, a Cardinal is worse for the wear. I think it's going to be this hit right there.
Two Cardinals slow to get up. One still down.
And folks probably saw it. We had a scoreboard reset to an odd score, so that wasn't that for this game. Here we go, 14-0 LaSalle after the 2 first-quarter touchdowns. Might be Gister. It's tough to see. No, perhaps number 11, Kyle Green, the defensive back. They're taking a look at him. Some great staff at Calvert Hall. They have some of their athletic trainers attending to him. Good to see him up. We're going to take a quick break as they continue to work.
Issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So.
Green up and off the field on his own power. That is great news. As we turn our attention back to a 3rd and 1, Sidwar, great look to the outside. Gavin Muller is wide open.
Muller right there, all the way down. A tremendous read from Sidwar again, crossing the field and finding his way towards the sideline. A huge pickup for the Explorers.
Sidwar just throwing it up there for his running back to get. Great job. That's he's done that a couple times today. You know, feeling a lot of pressure and just a little lob up.
And it sure looks like LaSalle has done some great film study this week.
Yeah.
Of course, they always do, but they found some tendencies that they liked. That was effectively that first read for Sidwar, and it was wide open. Shovel pass there. The jet sweep for Filippo, who puts his foot in the ground and takes off down the sideline. Flag comes in late. That should bring it back. But watch this burst of speed. Lull you to sleep. See ya. Taken off to the sideline.
Maybe
it's down the field. It's down the field, blocking the back, absolutely. I think against Oates, number 2 there. Had nothing to do with Filippo getting to the sideline. That's just, I got the 0 to 60 speed for you.
I love Sidwar's little fake pump there, too. I don't know if it fooled anyone, but.
Yep. Yeah, the draw fakes and the pump fakes been all over today, just in this first quarter alone.
So, see, it was 1st and 10. It's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So now it's going to be the all too familiar 1st and 7.
Yes, that happens quite often in football. I mean, it doesn't really hurt the Explorers, I guess, other than taking a TD off the board.
Yeah.
So it does.
Minor details, Tyler.
Points aren't important. They're fake.
But to your point, it's not 1st and 20. You're still in front of the sticks. Sidwar steps up. Great pocket presence. Wide open. Big hit. And the flag is going to come in.
That was foolish.
Completely foolish.
And that's one where I don't think, well, we'll see on the replay here. It's simply a defenseless receiver. Where Ortiz is in the middle and making that catch, it is absolutely in the midsection. So some of the old school fans might say, hey, listen, he didn't headhunt. He didn't lead with the crown of his helmet. Both those things are correct. But you cannot launch yourself even into the midsection against a defenseless receiver, and that is what Ortiz was there.
What a great pass, too. Maybe a little slow in getting there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we still have not heard the call yet. Keep an eye on the white hat. Center your screen.
This is an old school football hit, Bob.
And there is your confirmation. So it will be a 15-yard penalty and a first down for LaSalle. And John Steinmetz is out on the field having a discussion, perhaps to say, hey, is that young man going to stay in the game? Right? Is that ejection worthy?
I mean, I think it was a hard hit just without any form of IQ at all. It was a mindless play. Nothing, I think, malicious.
Well,
from our point of view.
Yeah, from a standpoint of, the game moves fast, right? Like, he's a smart player out there. It just happened so quickly.
Yep.
I agree, not malicious. Quick pitch and catch, gain of 3. Joey O'Brien makes the play. Right, if you're out there in the secondary, you're doing everything you can to prevent that touchdown. You want to go in the midsection. It was more of a timing thing, in my opinion. I don't think that the young man left the game. I think that's perfectly fine, and good to see.
It did stop a touchdown.
Well, it did do that.
Yeah, I'll say that. But just real quick, great pass by Sidwar there on that inner route. He threw it to the outside where the defender was or wasn't, and high football IQ pass there.
Keep an eye on Des Ortiz and see if he can make his way back into the football game. Hope that he is okay. Quick pitch and catch, and got about halfway to the line to gain. That's our buddy John McSorley, who we saw in the quarterback roll down the stretch last year. Good pitch, good catch, third down, and we'll call it 4.
Yeah, McSorley, a phenomenal utility man here for the Explorers. Just kind of, really dependable. He's always there when you need him.
Maybe get back to those, quick slants to Joey O'Brien like you did on that first drive. Let's see.
Sidwar, first read wasn't there, so takes off and throws to the end zone. Touchdown, J.P. Oates. That's a big-time play.
That's the second pass today where he showed patience. His first read wasn't there. It might have been O'Brien on that crossing route. And just looks to his left, and boom.
Yeah, of course, Sidwar just taking his time in the pocket. Like you said, Tyler, able to find the right receiver. As we saw, Oates kind of rally in towards the middle of the end zone there to catch that one. A phenomenal play.
Stevie Davis missed that one, so it remains 20-0. Late stages of the first quarter. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back here on Bob Long Sports.
It's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping.
Gavin Muller kicked that one deep for LaSalle, and another really good return for Calvert Hall. Just one man to beat. And O'Brien did just enough, but by far the best starting field position for the Cards.
I mean, there's really no other way around it. Number 5, Chris Hewitt, is a playmaker. Boasts over 15 offers. Michigan, Miami, Tennessee, to name a few. An All-American as a freshman. This guy can ball, and we just saw it there on that run.
Cardinals desperately need the end zone. You got to think, if they didn't get it there, will they here? You know, LaSalle's defense has been stout so far, and I think they'll be even more so in this red zone.
First down and 10. So new life potentially for this Cardinals team, and they'll hand it to the big man up the middle, number 44, Max Garland, the fullback. Gain of 2.
Gets a little shove from his quarterback there.
Yep.
Give him maybe an extra couple inches.
You guys heard about that? They're talking about the tush push, and then all of a sudden
Brotherly
someone came
shove.
up with the brotherly shove.
Brotherly shove. You gotta love it.
That's pretty good. Of course, all going back to 2004 with Reggie Bush pushing Matt Leinart into the game, and knee-high rough that they were playing in Notre Dame Stadium that year. Quick cross. And Filippo laid the hit. Similar type of play, and the Calvert Hall receiver is down. I would argue that he tried to pull up a little bit.
Yeah.
Certainly wasn't as big of a hit, but a hit nonetheless, and I am very surprised not to see a flag.
Yeah, as am I too, Bob. But, you know, like you said, you could see him start to pull away a little bit as he got closer. I just think, again, it was a matter of timing. And, you know, really just wasn't able to pull away fully in time. As we can see on the Calvert Hall sideline, the coaches are irate.
By the way, as you can probably hear, at least I can hear in my headsets, windy.
Yep.
I hope it's coming through at home. 3rd down and 9. And you guys mentioned it, I think, 4-down territory here. You know, don't have a great sense on the kicking game here for Calvert Hall yet. Actually haven't seen that yet, as LaSalle kicked off to start the game. Hewitt went up, incomplete pass. And there is a flag, but it's towards the backfield. Pretty good defense by Hawkins there. Another look at the end of that one.
I was going to say, great job at the Cardinals of picking up that blitz, but maybe holding, so maybe that's why.
And what do you do if you're LaSalle? Do you back them up 10 yards and have you 3rd and 19? Or do you decline it and try to make one more stop?
Oh. Hold on.
Or it looks like they're looking to the Calvert Hall sideline, and they're going to call it.
Wow.
They're going to do a first down. Let's say personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I didn't see him get hit there.
Now, one more for you. I don't believe that that's a first down. That's a bad. I mean, we don't like the rule, right? We don't.
Yep.
We think it should be a first down in high school sports. But personal fouls, I don't believe, and maybe it's the player control nature of it.
Wasn't the first down marker at the 10 or the 9, though?
It was at like the 6 or the 5. It's where it is now because they just dropped him. And they're going to pull it. Williams, touchdown. Doesn't much matter now, does it?
Nope.
Calvert Hall on the board, and that's a big-time play. Jayon Williams, the 2026 quarterback prospect.
Yeah, Williams finding a way to do some damage outside of the pocket there. We've seen a lot of that from him this season so far. If there's no options on the field, he loves to tuck it and run, as we saw right there, just shifting through and finding the perfect hole for the touchdown.
The passing game, it really isn't working for them. So maybe, you know, see Williams tuck it and run a little more because he looked good out there.
And run that option effectively because you have Hewitt involved as well. That is good. 20-7. Calvert Hall, a much-needed score, guys. They come back down the field, started by a tremendous return to get it all the way to the 15-yard line. This portion of today's game is brought to you by CJO Design and Construction, our favorite landscape contractor, and they do big jobs as well. They'll do hardscaping for you. They'll do decking jobs. They'll put in a pool for you and help you do an extension or addition to your home. They're just tremendous guys, and Chad Ormond, big advocate for and part of this LaSalle football program. He's been so gracious to sponsor our efforts to be able to come out and deliver the product to you, the fans, for free all the time, every time, and we appreciate him. So if you're looking and you're enjoying products like this, make sure you support the folks that are supporting high school athletes and high school athletics, and it starts with guys like Chad Ormond and CJO Design and Construction. You can visit them and talk to Chad about your next project at cjodesignandconstruction.com. So that was an untimed down, which, by the way, how about that? Fair catch. Nicely done. It'll be great field position there by LaSalle. John McSorley, the do-it-all guy. A quick thought, and perhaps this didn't change at the high school level, but as part of the college clock rules, a defensive penalty that occurs when the first or third quarters end no longer results in an untimed down. It actually goes to the second quarter, and you start it with the second quarter play there. So that is different as the clock read 12 minutes, and of course they didn't switch the sides of the field for that touchdown run by Jayon Williams. Might need to brush them up on my high school rules, Tyler, but that's my first thought there, is in college, we would have switched sides of the field and done that to start the second quarter.
Got to wear your striped shirt next time. Go talk to those guys down there.
An illegal substitution penalty against LaSalle will push them back 5 yards as we get started here in the second. Stevie Davis is the deep back for wide receivers. Sidwar steps up and will throw it long. McFadden outrunning everybody, but could not come up with it. He certainly gave him a shot.
Yeah.
You had two receivers running the same route, O'Brien and McFadden.
McFadden seemed to be there depth-wise, just, a little to his left, and I think the wind might have taken that.
That's a fair assumption to make, Tyler. I mean, it's so windy, we can hear it through our headsets right here. I still like the play call and the idea to take a really deep shot on that first play.
They have no defenders in the middle of the field. So great defense, all things considering the scheme.
Wow, Stevie Davis says, give me the ball. I can see why. Oh, makes one miss. And Calvert Hall having a hard time tackling right now. I love this. Give me that football.
I like Edward Sutter Jr. here trying to set the block and just get laid out, but, stopping a little bit.
Well, you know what? He didn't want to pick up a blindside block penalty.
I respect that. It's putting his body on the line for some yardage.
3rd down and 6. Sidwar, quick cross. Joey O'Brien inside the 10. What a play, what a read. This is Gavin Sidwar reading that defensive end in the middle of the field. Pull it back. I got O'Brien across the middle.
What a cut in the open field by Joey O'Brien. One thing I've noticed so far in this game, these cornerbacks love to play with their feet flat, and that could be a huge reason why they're getting beat here in the distance by a player like O'Brien.
Got a track meet going today, gentlemen.
A lot of big plays so far in this one.
Especially in the middle of the field, it's wide open. Watch how these plays develop, and there's just a little...
Sidwar, lob, McFadden. Did he pull that one in too?
Oh my goodness.
He got that.
Touchdown.
The helmet catch.
Yes, sir. Pin it to the defender. And Julian McFadden does it again.
Wow.
McFadden, one of the best plays you'll see this whole year, possibly throughout a lifetime. What a catch. To be able to reel that one in, the skill that takes, unbelievable.
Look at that.
And he does. He absolutely is going to get this foot down right there.
Pins it against that yellow helmet.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
One more look. Can't slow it down any more than this. Pin that ball to the defender. Right foot is down. Control the ball to the turf. Touchdown.
It's a blocked kick, a dead ball.
Maybe in high school. I
Bob,
don't know what the rule
you're the
is.
rules guy,
Yeah.
Bob. Kick was blocked, but it was blown dead. Is that what happens in the high school?
Believe so on the extra point, yep. Unbelievable stuff from Julian McFadden.
Wow.
I mean, a highlight play is an understatement right there.
Freaking Explorer's highlight reel is already insane, and we're barely into the second quarter.
That's good.
I looked around, but all of our mouths were open when we made that catch.
It's a play that leaves you awestruck, to say the absolute least.
I don't remember one. I remember one similar to that in my time calling high school football. That's one in a decade of doing this. That's a phenomenal play.
The defender couldn't do anything else there.
Stevie Davis pumps that one deep. Dore has it, puts his foot in the ground as well. This kid can shake, my friend. Really good run and lays it out at the end. Way to finish your run, young man.
Oh, a little jawing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
that's
maybe
a flag in the NFL.
Maybe you can finish or stop that. But
I don't think that was him, but I think it was his teammate there. But,
I see.
Yeah, right in front of the ref, too. Interesting. Wouldn't recommend it, but if it works for them.
Tyler's a very much live and let live type of guy.
Yeah.
I see.
That juke was dirty.
That was something else.
That was.
What do you do against that? Oh.
Stay off special teams. That was my call. All right, so out to the 35, a really nice run there by Dore. Williams rolls and fires, and that one hit his receiver in the hands, Jaden Davenport. Pass was so good that Davenport didn't see it coming. Back shoulder, perfection.
Yeah.
Yeah, some route misjudgment there. Maybe he just turned his head back way too late than he was supposed to. Or, you had Jayon Williams maybe throw the ball a little bit earlier for what the route was designed for. Regardless, the Explorers will definitely take advantage of that one back here for a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, wow. The Cardinals, maybe run that again. It was beautiful.
Two running backs in the backfield with Williams, who fakes and takes off with it. Big hit out of bounds, but Matt Wills. They leave that outside linebacker or defensive end unblocked on a run-pass option, and Williams there then makes him miss in the open field.
How they breaking ankles out there.
It is a good thing that Wills is okay there. Looks no worse for the wear. Sometimes the turf can be, I don't need to tell you, Tyler, playing the game as you did for so long. Turf can be tough, man. See a lot of injuries at times. At the high levels, certainly. 1st and 10. And this time Matt Wills, he pursued from the backside and pushed him right into that front four. A helmet came off on the other side of the play. That's number 8, Jackson Gister.
I thought that was a flag with how yellow these helmets are.
Helmets flying here.
And that's interesting there because he was finishing the block until after the whistle. But you also had the LaSalle linebacker get the hands up in the face. Easily could have been a penalty called there against LaSalle. Still the early stages of this second quarter. Williams threw the pass a little bit behind his receiver. That allowed LaSalle's defenders to get back into the play. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2 on the play. 3rd down and 9 coming up.
Good, good overall defense. Jamel Williams in the backfield right away there. He's a big sophomore, man.
Game wrecker.
Forced to be reckoned with.
between him and McHugh.
I think he was double teamed there too, and he still broke through.
The sophomore defensive end, McHugh, at 6'8", and Williams in the center. This time they go with just 2 down linemen. Pitch and catch, but it's going to be short of a first down. Joey O'Brien, they attacked him on the outside as the corner. Came up and made the play. 4th and 1. Have to go for it here if you're Calvert Hall.
Yeah, O'Brien right there with some anticipation on the reception. I mean, this is 4th down territory right here. It's got it all written over it. 26-7. You know, we have a lot of time left to go here in this quarter.
And you see what LaSalle has done. They brought the big bodies on. Number 66, Andrew Swords, the freshman. Number 54, Tiernan McNichol. And off the field came Mason Lang, the undersized linebacker, and then also came off the field Chris Filippo. So here we go. The big boys are in there. 4th and 1. Jayon Williams stands in. Grayson McHugh couldn't get him. He's going to take off and has the first down. Might have been a block in the back along that far sideline. Was not called. So a first down run.
I was going to say, if I'm the Cardinals, I'm doing a design QB keep there with how much of an athlete Williams is, but he got to that point eventually.
Now, you know, that replay, more was just kind of legs getting tied up there. So a good no call, a good play by Jayon Williams off schedule there, Tyler.
Yeah, just he's one of their best athletes on the field. He looks great, and just, you know, unfortunately a couple missed tackles from the Explorers there, which would have gave them the ball back.
7:27 and ticking. And from what we've seen from this LaSalle offense, Calvert Hall, the gauntlet has been made. They know what they need to do. They got to go find a way to get 7 points. Good job to tee him up. Matt Wills makes the play in the linebacking core. Gain of 1.
For the most part, the run D on both sides has been phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not many holes here to run through.
Jared Mack Jr., the class of 2025, took the give up the middle. Chris Hewitt in the backfield along with Jayon Williams. Williams at the quarterback position, 3 men out wide. Hewitt takes the give. Can Hewitt get to the edge? He sure can. And Matt Wills makes the play, shoving him out of bounds along with Chris Filippo. But Hewitt, the ability to get to the edge, you can see why these colleges are all over him.
Yeah, Kieran Campbell's got to contain him there. He's got to push that man back inside. So there's more gold helmets there, but, you know, great job getting outside and almost got the first down.
You going to go do that against 4.4, 4.5 speed, Tyler?
No,
That's
why I'm up here.
3rd down and 1. And here you go, Tyler. You thought a design quarterback keeper last time it was 3rd and 1 here. And he lost the football, and he should not be able to advance that ball. That's going to be a loss. At best, you get back to the line of scrimmage, but I don't see how you could get back to the line of scrimmage there. I really don't.
I mean, he fumbles it.
He fumbles it.
Yeah, I mean, just as he gets the ball back from the snap. Though.
Right, so he's naturally
going back
2 feet to a yard behind, just taking the snap. He fumbles it. It's at his feet. He picks it up. That's a loss.
No, not according to the refs.
Not according to this crew.
Wow.
4th down and 1.
I think they have to try that again. Same formation.
Let's see. Perhaps you take this one from the shotgun. Handoff, they go off tackle, and he has the first down. Great gain there from Jared Mack. Helmet comes off, and that was taken off, I believe, by the wide receiver out there.
Jared Mack gets the handoff. He has space out wide, but boom, he sees a hole there, a hole that I did not see. And
left side of the screen. Sorry, Tyler, to interrupt. That receiver just took his helmet off, and he's got to come off the field. JT Taggart. And I think, that, I mean, that's
a flag.
It's a personal foul. All right, so we got a bit of a chippy game, and this crew needs to figure out how to get it under control. Flagging a player for taking his helmet off on the field of play might be a good way to start. No, but hey, who are we to?
They're taking my approach.
Who are we?
Let them play.
Live and let live.
Live and let live.
4:34 to play in this second quarter. LaSalle leads 26-7. 8-7. Take this opportunity to tell you about Next Play Basketball, another sponsor of Bob Long Sports. It's an AAU basketball organization here in the local Philadelphia area with boys and girls basketball teams from ages 3rd grade all the way through 12th. If you're looking to become a better basketball player, maybe you want to play at the high school level, maybe you want to play in college, you want to just get better every day, you're going to want to talk to the coaches at Next Play Basketball. They have a great Facebook page where you can see all their content. You can get in contact with the coaches and find an upcoming tryout or a clinic near you on a campus, one of the many great campuses in the area here. So go to Next Play Basketball on Facebook. We appreciate their sponsorship of Bob Long Sports. Tell them that we sent you.
Cardinals are starting to realize they can run the ball, actually.
Yeah.
And with these athletes out there, you can see why.
Roll the tape, Bob. Who jumped? I think it was the defense.
Who didn't jump? Oh, yes, definitely the defense. Who didn't jump offside?
It was that clap that Williams.
Well, for sure.
That's fake.
Hard count, Tyler. You never got fooled by a hard count, right?
Never.
Not once? Do we need to pull that tape? Look at me, ragging on a first-team All-Catholic defensive end. Some nerve that I have.
Quite. Yeah. Wow. Cardinals looking disciplined out there.
1st down and 5. Good move by Hewitt. Hewitt gets to the 2nd level, makes O'Brien miss, dives for the pylon, and his foot was out of bounds just short.
John Williams threw a block. Sorry, Danny.
No, you're good. Yeah, also think Hewitt lost possession of the ball as he was trying to bring it in towards the pylon. Like you said right there, Williams with the block.
Oh, good block, too.
Unbelievable from the QB right there.
He's going to make that happen.
These small guys, 5'10", but he's 190 pounds. A lot of that muscle kind of using that block right there.
Wow. That's awesome.
So now inside the 5 to about the 2. LaSalle makes a quick switch in the defensive secondary. Hewitt, they're going to let him try to finish it off himself. That's hit right at the line, and he goes down short of the end zone. Big hit out of that linebacking core by LaSalle.
I can't believe he didn't get in. That was close.
Hewitt hit hard right there, dropped on the scene. But this will bring up a very, very short goal line play here for the Cardinals.
And now they go under center again. Last time they fumbled it, and they got no push this time. Second effort.
No.
They say he's down at the 1.
Man, the Eagles make the QB sneak look so easy. That's a heck of a push.
I mean, what a stop right there.
Zoom that in a touch if you could. All right, 3rd down and goal. Get a good look at it there. They have to go from the shotgun, I think. As counterintuitive or counterproductive as it seems, they just haven't gotten the push or haven't had the coordination, and that ball's been under center.
It's working, though. Like they're letting their blocks develop, and it's like you said, it seems counterintuitive, but it's working. So,
I mean, of course, we've seen how Williams can rush. I mean, that's how they scored their first touchdown, right? So if those receiving options aren't available, he can by all means take that in through a route, that he would run on to the end zone.
This portion of today's game is brought to you by E&M Insurance, LLC, property and casualty insurance firm located in North Wales and run by Chris Marr. Good friend of the program, former Alumni Association Board President at LaSalle. Sent his 2 sons here to LaSalle as well. Very engaged and very incorporated and invested into the high school athletic scene, specifically LaSalle. So if you're looking for property and casualty insurance, and let's face it, we all are in some way, shape, or form. We're talking about home, we're talking about auto, we're talking about renters insurance policies. If one of those things has your name written all over it, give Chris a call and visit them at eandminsurance.com. What's the hassle and what's the harm, and take a look. You're sending him your policy, and he'll tell you whether he can improve your coverage and save you money. 3rd down and goal from the 1. They'll come back again under center. They don't get the push. Second effort, though, touchdown. They got back in and finally were able to make it happen.
I mean, heck of an effort by these Explorers. I mean, you're on your own half-yard line, and you got almost 2 pushes to prevent a QB sneak touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. That goal line defense right there was really showing its true colors. A nice job there from the Explorers to last as long as they did, but, you know, the Cardinals just kept pounding, and at that point, you know, it was they were bound to deliver.
So 26-14, and now this game, it gets real. I mean, this game was never out of reach, but what you have here is a Calvert Hall team that kicked off to start the, or is that not right? LaSalle, I think, kicked off, didn't they?
LaSalle received.
Yeah, LaSalle received to start?
Yes, I believe so.
So then you have Calvert Hall getting the football to start the second half. You get one stop here, and it's a whole new ball game.
Yeah, and if I'm the Explorers, I mean, obviously, you know, stating the obvious, 3 minutes left, you got to run this clock out. You know, march down the field, methodical, you know, short passes, in my opinion. Maybe take a shot, but just run this clock out. Take the Salle out of their wins a bit. On the Cardinals, obviously you're just stopping it and, you know, maybe getting the ball back in time to have another scoring drive before the half. Football.
Yep. Couldn't say it better myself, Tyler.
Well, maybe you could have said that you could take the wind out of their sails.
Yeah, I could have. No short of wind out here today, though.
That's
Bob.
right. I want to know what it looks like to take the sail out of the winds.
The wind out of the sails.
Stevie Davis returns it from the 10. And Davis cuts it upfield to the 31-yard line. So a big homecoming weekend, guys. We talked a little bit about it at the jump, but Tyler, we had the opportunity to be together yesterday for the Young Professionals golf outing at Old York Road Country Club, and it was a great time. You're hitting the ball great, by the way.
Thank you.
Tell the folks about it.
Yeah, it was a great time, great opportunity to get the group together, and you know, alumni from all sorts of years, and you know, playing a great golf course, and the weather held out, so it's very nice.
You have this hybrid thing, or it's a, I don't know what it is, a driving iron that hits the ball further than my driver goes. It is special to watch that thing off the tee, man.
Special is a good word.
Oh, come on now. You're hitting it great.
Thank you.
Screen pass, Stevie Davis. And there's going to be a flag bringing that one back.
Oh, definitely a high tackle right there. I don't think you can call that a horse collar, but the Calvert Hall player came in sort of with a grab on the top of Davis' helmet, but I think just evading that horse collar call. So that will send this play back here.
Yeah, the flag's going to go against number 56, or perhaps 66. That might have been Sorge. Tough to tell there. But the clock does continue to run, so LaSalle might be well served to take just a little bit of time off this here before they snap it next. Sidwar, really good protection as he stands in, fires deep. He's looking for J.P. Oates.
Oates.
Slightly overthrown.
I think if Oates was running full speed the whole time he has that, I think he turned it into his last gear a little too late. Great throw.
Yep, I agree. A lot of air under it.
And still, a nice idea from the Explorers there. They love this first down, deep ball. They've been taking it pretty regularly so far in this game.
Not a lot of safety help. They've recognized it, and they're willing to stretch out the D. Sidwar steps up, and he'll take off with it, get to the sideline, and sneak out of bounds. That was 2nd and 15, so we got to about third and 12. You need to get out to the 42-yard line for a first down.
Just protect the football here.
Clock stops at 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go, so an important third down here. As Sidwar stands in, and Sutter couldn't bring that one in with one hand. He did make a one-handed catch earlier in the game. That one had a bit more heat on it, and it'll be 4th down. LaSalle punts it away with better than 2 minutes to go. Calvert Hall, they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
You mentioned it. Interesting decision by Sidwar to get out of bounds. I think that, Calvert Hall has plenty of timeouts, but
the only option or the alternative would be to slide feet first there, though, because there were 3 big boys coming to lay him out.
Could have been bad right there.
So I can see why he darted out of bounds. And it got blocked. And Calvert Hall is going to have the football inside the 20. This game has changed, folks.
Wow, I mean, oh my goodness, right there. You could just see. I had a visible, or a audible groan there with that play. You could see taking a little bit too much time with the ball. We've seen Calvert Hall really rush on a lot of these kicks. It's happened on the field goal, and it's happened again here. Taking advantage of that, jumping the gun, and pinning the Explorers back very, very deep here in their own territory.
Got a ball game, folks. We sure do.
And that's the last thing you want. I mean, obviously, that's the last thing you want if it's the Explorers right there. 3 and out right there. Really no offensive production, and then boom, Calvert Hall.
Sails are out of the wind.
There you go. That's right. Calvert Hall, they can go 2 for 1 or maybe even 3 for 1 here down the stretch. Williams pursued, fires it into the turf. Matt Wills in pursuit and sped up the clock there for Jayon Williams. 2nd down and 10. So here's where that John Steinmetz defense, a lot of pride in this unit. They've been really good for the best part of the year here. Can they make a stop and either force a field goal attempt from where right now would be about 34, 35 yards, or even force them to go for it on 4th down and keep them off the board entirely? We'll find out. 1:54 to go. Late second quarter action.
False start. I was about to say they better call that. 75 jumped big time.
And so now outside the red zone. 2nd and 15 from the 22. What are we dialing up here, Mr. Defensive Coordinator Tyler?
I mean, do what's been working. Keep the run honest. Have that 4-man front. Maybe keep them to a 3rd and long and bring out that three-man front. I don't know.
And Danny, what are we drawing up if you're the Calvert Hall offensive coordinator?
I'm thinking something of a wheel route here for this running back, maybe to get underneath. As you can see, LaSalle is really not lined up deep here in terms of secondary.
And another false start against Calvert Hall. 2nd down and 20. Backing them up. This could be a momentum shift the opposite way if LaSalle could get a stop here. Everything was favoring the Cardinals. Uncle Mo was on their side, and they could still keep it that way with a touchdown here, but it just got a lot more difficult. Line to gain is inside the 10. 2nd and 20. Mishandled snap. Williams fires. And what a catch! The throw was a bit behind number 9 for Calvert Hall, J.T. Taggart. And Joey O'Brien can't believe he wasn't able to jump that route. Strong hands from Taggart.
I mean, Taggart right there, wide open, created amazing separation, and then extended himself as he was getting tackled right there, setting up this 3rd and short here for the Cardinals.
About 3 yards to go. LaSalle shows blitz from the linebacking core. Up the middle goes Williams. He has the 1st down as he spins inside the 3.
There was no hole there. How did he get through there?
Wow. The miracle of replay. Let's see here, Tyler. Faking the give. That's a pretty good seal.
A Jayon Williams-sized hole.
That's right. Wedged between the A gap there, between the center and the right guard. .59 seconds left. Handoff right to the line to gain. Right to the couldn't quite get it, Jared Mack. Mack down to the 1 yard line, 3rd down and goal. That goal line is ever so fleeting, but they'll have plenty of time to look at it here. 40 seconds to go. So that was first and goal. It'll be second and goal after the timeout.
Yeah, of course, the Explorers saw themselves pinned back here last drive. You know, they were able to hold off a lot of that Cardinal attack. They stopped a couple QB sneaks on the goal line there. You know, they stopped a couple brotherly shoves, as we like to say up here in the 2-1-5. We'll see how they can stand true on this one. Again, I mean, you know, this defense has been out for a lot of the second quarter. That can wear them down a little bit with how much this Cardinal offense has been pounding.
Reminder that we'll continue to have coverage of LaSalle College High School football throughout the remainder of the regular season and into the playoffs. Next week, Friday, 7:30 p.m., LaSalle takes on arch rival St. Joseph's Prep from legendary Franklin Field, which seems to be a tradition over the last few seasons. It's been a lot of fun to get down there for those games. LaSalle, I think, well equipped to come into that game and provide a stiff challenge to St. Joe's Prep, who has a team who's every bit as good, if not better, than the state championship team they had last year. Samaj Jones, a senior. Some other tremendous players. Isaiah West has come into the fray. Maxwell Roy, a star on that defensive side of the ball. Anthony Sacca. Should be a lot of fun, but a lot of work to do here today. Second down and goal from the 1. And Jayon Williams, untouched for 6. Calvert Hall right back in it.
Much you can do against that.
He's got the speed off the edge. The 0-60 beats the linebacker Luthi, no chance. So now a couple things. A blocked punt comes back to haunt LaSalle at the end of the half. 2 missed extra points could come back to haunt LaSalle. And Calvert Hall effectively in the last 3 minutes of this half, they're going to go 3 for 1. Score twice in the final 3 minutes and get the ball to start the second half.
Feels like the Haverford game all over, except the dialed up to 100. This is a better team, I think, in my opinion, Calvert Hall.
And tell the folks that might not have watched what happened in that Haverford game.
Yeah, I mean, what, it was 28-0 in the first half, I believe. Yep. We were joking about running clock, and all of a sudden the Fords were back in it. And they, you know, it wasn't, I don't think it was ever a one-score game. It might have been. But, you know, there was a few turnovers, a few miscues on special teams, and they were back in it. And honestly, those 2 missed extra points might also come back to haunt the Explorers here. 5-point game.
35 seconds left, so the clock was also effectively bled by this Calvert Hall team. Going to be tough for LaSalle to move the ball the way they need to get a score before the end of the half.
I mean, I think definitely a really rough start to the game here for the Cardinals, but it took a little bit of time. They found their footing, and they're doing exactly what they need to do right now. Just hang in this game, and you're getting the ball back to start that second half. So
Julian
really
McFadden, though, he can change things for you, but he's ripped down. Great special teams play. Number 2, Byron Baldwin. And I think that field position may take the decision out of the offensive coordinator Matt Hess's hands here. We'll see. Don't have a look at timeouts for Calvert Hall to know how many they have. But with any type of timeouts here.
Take a shot with Sidwar, that's all I can think of. Why?
Well, yeah. If they don't have a couple timeouts, sure, why not? But let's see. Sidwar drops straight back. Crossing pattern for Julian McFadden, and he can get up the field and scoot out of bounds. 31-yard line. That's a gain of 12. 7 seconds comes off the clock. Pretty effective way to get 11 yards there.
Gonna need a lot more than that, though.
No, but you see that first down, and you move the sticks once, and you breathe a little bit. It gives you some more options across the middle of the field. Whistles. And it's offside. So that clock should go back from 21 to 23 because that is a dead ball penalty. And a hometown scorer crew should be aware of that.
Wow.
And John Steinmetz is pointing up to the scoreboard.
Yep.
And he's absolutely right.
Ooh,
they're going to give 24. That's great because because it definitely didn't say 24. Good job by John Steinmetz. I tell you what, man. Oh, you know what? It was 26. Forget that.
Oh, it's 12 minutes now.
Oh, that's good stuff.
It's 24.
24. It never said 24.
Will that extra second come
Yeah.
into play?
Won't hurt LaSalle. So
I can't imagine it would, but that would be crazy if it did.
Got an extended stoppage here as they're looking to get the clock reset. Bring the kids over into the huddle. Get a quick timeout out of this.
Still reading 12 minutes. Still reading 12 minutes. There we go.
24 seconds.
Alrighty.
Here we go. Back to football. After that, the second better matter. Here comes Sidwar standing in, stepping up, fires for Stevie Davis. And they did not say he got out of bounds. Timeout called immediately by Matt Hess. That's a long play. 8 seconds. They did gain 9 yards, but they have to burn a timeout in the process and still have a long way to go.
Great pressure by Calvert Hall there.
Well, definitely, you saw it on Sidwell right there, and then Stevie Davis met instantly.
Well, we'll take this time out to tell you about another partner of ours, CJO Design and Construction. Our favorite landscape contractor. They'll do a big job for you. They'll put a pool in. They'll hardscape your patio for you, help you put an addition on your house. Chad Ormond and his crew have a wide variety of skill sets and capabilities to beautify your home and do what you want to do. I mean, I'll tell you what, post-pandemic, a lot of folks, and during it, a lot of folks wanted to take steps to improve their homes. I'm sure your neighbor did something really, really nice that has you envious right now. How can I do that? How can I do that for a good price and make sure I get the best quality? You're going to call Chad Ormond, and you're going to call CJO Design and Construction. You can go to their website, cjodesignandconstruction.com, for more. And we want to thank Chad, CJO, and all the folks that are supporting high school athletics. 16 seconds left, second down and 1. From LaSalle's 41-yard line, and realistically, they need to go about 40 yards to think about a legitimate field goal chance here. So Sidwar stands in. Sidwar fires it deep, and it's nearly intercepted. Good defense there. Kyle Green nearly came up with it.
Sidwar still down. Got crushed there.
Oh, yeah. Huge hit right there.
Did a good job standing in. Now down to the final 10 seconds. And what can you do there if you're Sidwar? Throw it up. O'Brien has showed the ability to go up and get the football, but Calvert Hall playing the right base defensive set there, getting multiple safeties into the backfield. It's a nickel look for them, and now they'll run it up the middle with Azir Nelson, the freshman, who did get the first down. And they're going to whistle this here. So timeout is called by LaSalle. They got the first down, they moved the sticks, and they got one play to test Gavin Sidwar's arm.
He's still walking pretty gingerly after that hit, too. Not saying he's hurt, just more of a big hit, trying to recover from it.
Sure. At halftime, we'll hear from a few of our partners, and then we'll come back to recap the half. And before you know it, we'll be ready for the second half, so don't go anywhere. First down and 10. Ball's on LaSalle's own 46. So let's see, can you toss it 54 yards? in the air, plus however far back you are from the line of scrimmage. Let's see what he's got. 4-man rush. He does get crushed again. Sutter is down there, and he is hit hard. Good, clean play on the ball by Byron Baldwin, and that ends the second quarter.
Now
here's the big hit. Boom.
Now he's walking with a limp. That's
and
a big
here's
hit.
Sutter taken off the ball by Baldwin.
Yeah, that was right there, was a complete crushing on number 7, Gavin Sidwell right there. You really don't like to see that after the previous plays.
And that's, another thing to think about. If you're taking these long shots, you are putting your quarterback at risk there.
Yeah, always.
For bigger hits.
So we go to the half here, and John Steinmetz, bottom of your screen, having an impassioned discussion with his team right here, right there. They're going to go back to the locker room and talk about it, but he's got something he's got to say right now. Tyler, I'm sure you've been part of things like this. What do you think he's saying to his guys?
Just saying they got to be more disciplined, especially on defense. Giving up 21 points isn't great. He expects more of his defense. The offense was firing on all cylinders. They fizzled out since, so just get your stuff together, and I think they'll get it dialed in with more detail in the locker room. But just from an emotional standpoint, just get your head in the game. And
again, that offense, the drive there was stopped by the clock.
Yeah,
it was really just one drive where they didn't have the offense flowing. Kicked it back to, well, they didn't even kick it back. They had the ensuing punt blocked, and that's really where the situation started to unravel. But the offense was really good all half long. One set of downs where they couldn't make it happen, and Calvert Hall really put themselves right back in this football game. We'll take a break, and we'll come back here on Bob Long Sport.
Manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
What does this win mean?
Been with the family for a long time. With our team chemistry, it was bound to happen.
Just close, baby!
Such a big win from Cross Country Mortgage. Dedicated to getting it done.
The coaches at LaSalle are great because they strive for you to be your best.
I was able to maximize my full potential in terms of opportunity in football, wrestling, and lacrosse.
They're going to be pushed to be the best they can be in the classroom, on the field, in the pool, and just overall as a person.
Student first, athlete second. Before you have success on the field, you have to have success in the classroom so you can be on the field.
One thing I think makes LaSalle Athletics stand out are the facilities that we have. One thing I think makes the athletic programs here so strong is definitely the coaching and the staff.
I think I've improved as a competitor here at LaSalle because I'm always being pushed by coaches and by my peers. Seeing my peers work hard makes me want to work harder as well.
No matter what your interests are, every single person here is going to make sure that you're able to fulfill your dreams and what you want to
do. Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
Generation after generation, our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. The process is simple. First, we do an introduction. Then the candidate provides me with information. We have a consultation based on that information, and we build what's called the model. Once we have that model, we'll share that with 3 great opportunities that match your criteria. I will follow up with you through the entire process. Obviously, the best opportunities fit the criteria mentioned above, and the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with 0 out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
What does this win mean? Been with the family for a long time. With our team chemistry, it was bound to happen.
Just close, baby!
Such a big win from Cross Country Mortgage, dedicated to getting it done.
The coaches at LaSalle are great because they strive for you to be your best.
I was able to maximize my full potential in terms of opportunity in football, wrestling, and lacrosse.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
Generation after generation, our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. The best thing is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. The process is simple. First, we do an introduction. Then the candidate provides me with information. We have a consultation based on that information, and we build what's called the model. Once we have that model, we'll share that with 3 great opportunities that match your criteria. I will follow up with you through the entire process. Obviously, the best opportunities fit the criteria mentioned above, and the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
What does this win mean? Been with the family for a long time. With our team chemistry, it was bound to happen.
Just close, baby!
Such a big win from Cross Country Mortgage, dedicated to getting it done.
The coaches at LaSalle are great because they strive for you to be your best.
I was able to maximize my full potential in terms of opportunity in football, wrestling, and lacrosse.
They're going to be pushed to be the best they can be in the classroom, on the field, in the pool, and just overall as a person.
Student first, athlete second. Before you have success on the field, you have to have success in the classroom so you can be on the field.
One thing I think makes LaSalle Athletics stand out are the facilities that we have. One thing I think makes the athletic programs here so strong is definitely the coaching and the staff.
I think I've improved as a competitor here at LaSalle because I'm always being pushed by coaches and by my peers. Seeing my peers work hard makes me want to work harder as well.
No matter what your interests are, every single person here is going to make sure that you're able to fulfill your dreams and what you want to do.
What allows us to keep winning is just our really strong sense of tradition and pride. We know that 30 years before us they won the PCL, so we're going to go out there and we're going to do our best to succeed like the guys before us did.
What does your character look like? Does it bounce back after each setback? Does it stand out by standing up? Does it make good on good intentions? Character is invisible until it's not. Only through action will the world know what it's made of, what you're made of. Find out how you can strengthen the character of your community alongside empowered veterans and families of the fallen at travismanion.org.
I say that LaSalle fuels my passion because it has
Welcome you back, folks, to Springfield Township High School here in Erdenheim, Pennsylvania, the site of LaSalle's homecoming weekend and the football game against Calvert Hall, a fellow Christian Brothers school from the Baltimore area. Bob Long, Tyler Kern, Danny Rovey, Brady Joyce, your broadcast team here today. A lot of changes for LaSalle, and it starts with the gentleman kicking the ball deep, Joey O'Brien. He's the new kicker because Stevie Davis will not return here today. He spent halftime practicing that. And there are a few other changes we're going to tell you about as well. Hewitt is leveled. Big hit.
I heard
Mackay Holland.
Dave Crow talking to Stevie Davis's mom saying he got a little twisted up.
Well, hopefully he'll be okay, but let's look at this one from Holland. Hello.
Holland coming in there and laying the boom right there. A unit there for this LaSalle College High School special teams.
So Davis will not return. It'll be intriguing to see what happens with Gavin Sidwar as well, the sophomore quarterback. He's out there throwing right now. He was a little dinged up right at the end of the half. The final 2 or 3 plays of that half, he took big hits. And the quarterback kept it. Fortunate there that Filippo made the stop. Otherwise, Jayon Williams could have been gone.
I mean, how about the fake right there? Unbelievable there from Jayon Williams. Just a perfect draw in and takes the open space all the way down.
Why did the voice crack, you might be asking at home? Because I was just about stung by a gosh darn yellow jacket. I got the LaSalle Almanac. Sorry, Bill Waslenko. Shout out to you, by the way, at home. Ready to knock one of these things into the next county. You kidding me? Early third quarter action here, and Tyler's losing it. First down and 10 on the big run from Jayon Williams. Handoff, and Maddox nowhere to go. Jared Mack Jr.
That's about all you can ask for. The Explorers on first down there. 2nd and 9 about.
So this is effectively the tail end of what would be a 3-for-1 here for Calvert Hall. They scored twice in the final 3 minutes of the quarter. They get the ball to start the third quarter. Just 2 down linemen again for LaSalle. And they'll flip it to the outside, and they say that was a forward pass, so incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, Explorers have to keep forcing that pass. If they can, contain the run and force the Cardinals in a pass situation. They've had a couple big passes today, but not many. They've struggled with a lot of drops.
Third key player, sorry, Danny, that we won't see next half here is Des Ortiz, who was hit as a defenseless receiver in that second quarter there. So it makes this defense all the more necessary to step up. Jayon Williams takes off, fires, and it's caught. A lot of room up the sideline. Filippo takes him out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way to the 35, and down hurt on the play is the receiver, Jaden Davenport.
I mean, a complete dart of a throw right there by Williams. I mean, just firing that right out of the pocket, a gun pass.
Yeah, Williams looked like he was going to take it and run. Did a great job of staying behind the line of scrimmage and firing that down the field. I stand corrected.
It was a great game last year. Went down to truly the final play. LaSalle won that game 21-20. Now Calvert Hall playing the role of comeback. Inside LaSalle territory at the 35. Jayon Williams takes the shotgun snap, and he takes it himself off the right tackle. And Jayon Williams keeps on moving around the sideline. They're going to mark him inbounds, but he gained more than half of the yards needed. Gain of 6.
Williams is so hard to stop right there in that rush. You've seen it time and time again, just taking advantage of every space that's created by this Calvert Hall offensive line. Sorry, Tyler.
Oh, great point. Just not much you can do there. Bob putting in work against these bees up here.
You heard that in your headphones, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Important question. Did you get it?
We got it.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
What the heck?
And that should be both obviously moved, but I think it's going to go against the offense. Yep. Yep, and it goes against number 84, which is Michael Nabufe.
And, yeah, I think this game will come down to who's the most disciplined. There's been, flags on both sides throughout this game. I don't think it's really leaning one way or the other currently. But two talented teams here.
2nd down and 8. They need to get to the 25 for a first down. They're going to hand it off to Hewitt. Strung out pretty well, but he knifes his way to the 30. Gained 3 on 2nd down. 3rd down and about 4 coming up.
Wow, and you can see right there after the play, number 78, Andres Alvarez, kind of holding back a player that was a little bit agitated there. That's a huge play right there, maybe to stop a late flag off of a nice Calvert gain.
Yeah, but Bob mentioned it's a kind of high emotion game. You can kind of see that going after the whistle a little bit here and there.
The call is defense from the faithful here at LaSalle. This is a big 3rd down. Jayon Williams goes to the air, fires across the middle. It's caught inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Jackson Gister found the seam and was a big target for Jayon Williams.
Yeah, number 8 covering number 8 there, but 8 came out on top.
Figure that one out.
Yeah.
Now up to the line relatively quickly. 1st and goal from the 5. Hewitt in the backfield. He'll take the give. Hawkins comes up to get him. And Hewitt is run out of bounds at the 3.
That speed is insane.
Yeah, that acceleration is unbelievable right there. Look at how quick he was able to get from that side of the field to the other. In a matter of milliseconds, it seems.
Yeah, but Hawkins did absolutely do a nice job. Missed the blocker there. Got knifed his way back and allowed his teammates to get involved. 2nd down and goal from the 4. With the uncertainty on the LaSalle side of the football offensively, this becomes a huge defensive stand for the home Explorers. Fakes the give to Mack. Spins away from one tackle. Right to the goal line, and I think he's in. Oh, they marked him down at the 1. Let's get another look at this replay because I think the tackler is on the ground.
And he was in the end zone.
I think that Jayon Williams falls on the back of the defender. He's not down there, and I think it's a touchdown. That's a missed call.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter because right back to action, they sneak it in for 6, and Calvert Hall leads for the first time today.
Woo! Wow, what a comeback from Calvert Hall, down big to start. Looking like this game could get away. It's, like I said, similar to the Haverford Fords game, but there's a lot of talent on this Calvert Hall offense.
And look at this call. You could have a behavioral seminar on why you kicked the extra point here. But I think it starts with they know that LaSalle has no confidence in kicking a field goal. So get yourself 2 points up and restrict LaSalle from scoring a touchdown and getting a 2-point conversion to, say, tie a game or go back up 7. So they're going to be confident going up 28-26 rather than trying to take the 3-point lead. 7:33 to go, third quarter.
This is playing out to be a very close game like last year. It might come down to the final second. Who knows?
I mean, you love to see it. We have ourselves a football game here for homecoming at Springfield Township High School. I mean, it seems as if with every play, this Calvert offense has almost thawed off, if you will. It started out really cold, a lot of, miscommunication. It looked pretty dysfunctional. With every drive, these guys have really, gathered some consistency, figured out what works against this LaSalle defense, and, have moved from there. It's adaptability, which has it made them so successful throughout this game.
Their talent in their run game is incredible.
Yep.
And it opened up their passing game. Who would have thunk?
Caught at the 17 and down on a knee. Just stumbled on the play. Number 25, Christian Peterman.
There is so much shoving after the whistle. It's nuts.
Now we're all going to take an eye inside this huddle with Matt Hass, the offensive coordinator. Who's going to come out, who's not going to come out for this opening snap as the starting 11.
Sidwar.
Gavin Sidwar. Maybe the least bit gimpy, but looks okay.
I think he took some big hits there at the end.
Yeah. Just kind of regathered himself at the half.
And again, the third string running back, the freshman Azir Nelson in the backfield. They're going to go to him right away. And Nelson scoots forward for 2, maybe 3 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd love, I've been harping on it all game. I'd love to see the Explorers get back to those quick slant passes. It's a weakness of this defense that I don't think Calvert Hall has adjusted to yet.
I agree. I think that we have really yet to see LaSalle truly exploit this Cardinal defense.
Find the seams in the zone. Actually, this might be man.
Azir Nelson, a good cut, but then he's hit and shoved backwards. In there on the play, number 70, Isaiah Hammond.
Might be the third Calvert Hall helmet lost of the game.
Yep, so Byron Baldwin will come off the field. In his place comes number 46, Nair Crum.
Although one of those was intentional.
With no whistle, no flag, that's right. 3rd down and 7. They got to get to the 32-yard line for a first down, and Sidwar will go to the air, stands in, fires. Oh, get up and get it. Joey O'Brien climbed the ladder.
Joey O'Brien cleared for takeoff right there, Bob. I mean, what a tremendous leap there from number 6. This guy can do it all. Both sides of the ball, plus he kicks.
He's currently the MVP of this team today. He's playing really well.
Can I throw one in there for Julian McFadden as well for those 2 catches in the end zone?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Couple of fantastic weapons, Tyler. No doubt about it.
O'Brien's been great on both sides of the ball.
Azir Nelson churns the legs forward, and that's what you love out of a freshman running back. Backs against the wall a little bit, more snaps than you're used to taking. Hey, get downfield, right? Plugging a gap and getting down the field is never going to hurt you.
Yeah,
nice job.
I didn't agree with them kind of forcing the run there, but obviously I think they're just getting them warmed up.
2nd down and 5. Again, Nelson, and he mishandled it, but able to get it back and turns the legs. It'll be 3rd down and short. And at this part of the field, I think the playbook is wide open, 4-down territory. So you can take a shot here, or you can hand it right back to Nelson. Salle moving with purpose here from a timing standpoint. Up to the line quickly. Quick out. Sutter has to get down the field and did. Needed one and got one on the button. First down, Ed Sutter.
It wasn't exactly easy right there, but Sutter trudging through all the contact in the backfield and able to move those chains there for the Explorers. That's huge right there.
Heck of a defensive play, really, by Calvert Hall there, because LaSalle had what they wanted. Mekhi Holland was the running back, or the receiver out there to lay the block. But that defensive back knifed into the backfield with purpose and prevented that from happening. Could have been a larger gain, could have been 4th and 1, and it'll be 1st and 15 after the movement by the left guard, Tiernan McNichol.
And that'll set the Explorers back where they came from there. Always hurts, you know, in a drive like this. You need as much positive momentum as possible.
We talked about Julian McFadden with those big first half catches. A little quiet in the last 3 or 4 drives. Keep an eye on him on the far side of the field. Sidwar, he's going to go up the seam and couldn't find J.P. Oates. That was thrown into double coverage. Byron Baldwin and Cruz Fleet in on coverage.
Yeah, would have loved to see that patience we've seen from Sidwar. He had a few open receivers there, and J.P. Oates in the short, and there was someone deep there, too. I believe it was Edward Sutter again.
2 down linemen with 2 outside linebackers bringing the pressure. Sidwar fires off his back foot. Dangerous ball. Sutter brings it in.
Eddie Sutter right there. What a grab with contact, and Sidwar throwing off the back foot. Unbelievable play right there for the Explorers. A huge gain and bringing them just on the cusp of the red zone.
A huge gain. I don't know if I'd replicate that play too often, but it worked that time into double coverage, and he filleted it in there perfectly. Sidwar again goes for McFadden.
Oh!
Incomplete.
Wow,
Ball was dropped, but a heck of a play. One big mid on it and nearly brought it in.
Almost one-handed that, and I liked that matchup, and I liked that was the first read for Sidwar, and, you know, it didn't look like he was open last time, and he had a helmet catch, so why not give him a chance?
2nd down and 10. Really interesting to see how they manage the next 2 and potentially 3 downs. Because, again, I think this field goal unit takes a big hit with Stevie Davis not being available. They'll now go to the other side. J.P. Oates, incomplete. He may have actually come down with the football before it hit the ground, but he was lying out of bounds as he juggled it initially. Another real good look here.
Great throw. Good defense.
Ball pops up there. And again, out of bounds at the time, whether or not he caught it before it ever hit the ground.
Yeah, interesting. So they chose to go for, go for it all on the first 2 downs. Do you keep that up, or do you try to maybe half the distance here for your first down?
Sidwar again across the middle this time, and it's caught by Azir Nelson. Touchdown!
The tip drill touchdown right there for the Explorers. Can you believe it? Back on the board and back in the lead right there.
Earning your stripes, young freshman. Azir Nelson, look what I found. Where's Franco Harris?
Speechless, wow. What a touchdown.
And so now, for multiple reasons, 2-point unit is going to go out there for LaSalle.
It's been working with
just
Azir Nelson.
Just an instance of being in the right place at the right time there. Azir Nelson comes up with it straight to the house.
You might be seeing it again here.
Crossing route, incomplete. That ball's a little behind. Flag comes in the area of pass interference. Would be half the distance to the goal if that's indeed the call.
You see the Calvert coaching staff is furious there on the visiting sideline.
He was tackled before the ball got there.
Yep.
Saw that in the replay there. Azir Nelson's been averaging 4 to 5 yards per carry. I'm thinking about giving it to him here.
So now the ball's at the 1. Nelson is the deep back, but they're going to bring him more into that fullback type position. And they're going to hand it to him. Dives forward. Did not get the push. No good. But LaSalle gets the lead on an incredible play that they'll be running on the highlight reels for a long time here at LaSalle.
This game is chock full of highlight plays, Bob.
From both sides.
So entertaining.
Azir Nelson with the LaSalle version of the immaculate reception for 6. Tyler's going to be tough to walk away from this one. And this is our first time saying this on the air. Very, very rare that this occurs during a broadcast like this, but I am unavoidably detained for a 5 p.m. wedding for my sister-in-law's sister. A wonderful family occasion.
Don't let the bride hear that. Detained.
You know what I mean. And we're going to leave it in the very capable hands of Danny Rovey and Tyler Kern. This is a live football. Live football, and finally on it is Calvert Hall. Max Garland, the heart skips a couple beats out there for him.
That was like slow motion, like one of those dreams where you're trying to run, but you just can't get there, and I can't believe they came up with it.
Let's leave that one there. I don't need to hear any more about any dreams that you may or may not have.
No, it's like the classic where you're like stuck in mud and you can't, you're running hard and you're trying to get there, but you just can't. It was slow motion, though. Real time, that was nuts.
All right, we got a ball game. Neither offense is stopped.
Bob, don't you have somewhere to be?
Yeah, I tell you what, man. Tyler can't wait. And that is a direct snap to Hewitt. And this is going nowhere. Kieran Campbell. Let's see if we can back this up enough. There was an odd switch, and this is the motion here, but it wasn't really done with purpose. It doesn't look like Hewitt got in the right position. The snap was wide, and that's a massive mistake.
That's a design snap to Hewitt still, though, right?
It is.
It appears that way, yeah.
So Penn State ran something very similar in Trace McSorley and Saquon Barkley's last year. It was the first play of the whiteout. Joe Moorhead, the OC, had said, hey, we got a wrinkle planned for the game, and that was the wrinkle. They switched McSorley and Saquon, and then Saquon took the snap and ran the RPO, ran the first snap 75 yards for a touchdown. That one didn't go that direction, but they get nearly all of it back. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Jared Mack, who had given Chris Hewitt a blow, took that one back to the original sticks. Line to gain is the 35-yard line. Already getting late in this 3rd quarter.
Calvert Hall here taking their time in the huddle here, searching for the perfect play call on this 3rd and long.
We got a dogfight here. An interstate matchup. He's going to take off with it. Now fire. It's caught. And makes a man miss. The big man down the sideline. Jackson Gister having a huge afternoon. Really good eyes up the field by the quarterback, Jayon Williams, as well.
I mean, Gister right there just finding a way to use Lucas Johnson as just a roadblock and, you know, use that to gain dozens of yards on that play. I mean, a tremendous play design. Worked out perfectly for the Cardinals there. Puts them very, very close to the red zone.
Yeah, second time, Jayon Williams looking like he's going to run with it. Decides last second, sees his man wide open. Great pass.
LaSalle shows pressure off the edge. It comes, and Jack Luthi makes the play. Jared Mack ended up scrambling forward for 2 yards, but it's a really good defensive play by Luthi.
And the clock continues to run here, so Luthi's play neutralizes this Calvert offense a little bit, gives the Explorers a chance to get themselves set again here for this 2nd and long.
Second down and 8. Line to gain is inside the 15 at about the 13-yard line. Jayon Williams takes the shotgun snap, whips it low. That was dangerous. Grayson McHugh and those 6'8" arms, the wingspan that comes with it, nearly got a paw on it.
Those are some long arms, Bob.
Really into the field of vision there for Jack Luthi. You know, you could see he almost just tried to jump on that ball.
You're right, Luthi's arms were there too, the 2nd level.
That's all you can ask for. You can't be giving up these 3rd and longs and expect to win this football game. This is maybe the 2nd or 3rd of this drive.
And almost unquestionably 4th down territory here. Part of me just does not see, based upon the kicking we've seen thus far, a 38-yard field goal being attempted to get within 1 here at this stage of the football game. Jayon Williams, they bring the blitz. He steps up, and Jayon Williams is taken down. It'll go down as a sack, a loss of 1 yard. An initial bobble on the snap, and the pressure from Matt Wills and company made a lot of that difference. Kieran Campbell got in there as well.
A great team effort, just watching that pocket collapse.
All right, so Bill, make me eat the words a little bit. They're going to try a 39-yard field goal, and they're going to do it to start the 4th quarter. Now, that might have been a fake. Either that was a fake or that was just Dane Grunder improvising as the clock hit 0. Either way, LaSalle will be ready for it when the 4th quarter starts. This portion of today's game is brought to you by Next Play Basketball. It's an AAU basketball organization in the greater Philadelphia area with teams from 3rd grade to 12th grade, boys and girls. And they're a great sponsor of ours, a great program in the area. If you're looking for the right type of AAU basketball program for your son or daughter, become a better basketball player, become a better teammate, learn lessons on and off the court, and put yourself in the best position for success, go ahead and visit their website and visit them on Facebook to find information and find options to contact coaches, find an upcoming clinic or tryout near you. All right, guys. Special teams unit remains on the field for Calvert Hall. Danny, thoughts?
Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, Bob, it brings in the question, was that a design fake play right there? I think, like you said, a little bit of improvisation, tried to get the ball off quick there, but I think that this should be definitely a hittable field goal for this Calvert Hall kicking unit. We've seen them so far in this game. They've been perfect every extra point. This is definitely a little bit of a challenge here, so interesting to see what the Explorers will do to try and contest this kick.
Wind looks more just coming from across LaSalle's side of the field to Calvert Hall's, but it is decently windy. Here is the kick. It's a line drive and no shot. I'll just retain my right to question that play call there. I would have left the offense out there, and that's not a second guess. That's a first guess.
Yeah, you know, with that kick, you could see he really didn't drive under the ball. It was more of like kicking on top of it. You know, I'm a golfer as sure as is used with you guys. I get on top of the ball a lot, and we saw that kind of happen there in the kicking form.
Oh, I smother it like that all day long, man. It's my go-to mess. I'm with you there, Danny. I know the feeling. Not like Tyler. Tyler's got the game, man.
Yeah. This guy's in a different league, I guess.
No. Yeah. Maybe a different fairway.
Because there's an angle over there, usually.
There's always an angle.
11:56 to play. And while it wasn't pretty the whole time, John Steinmetz defense comes up with the stop. Now Matt Hess's offense comes onto the field. And LaSalle, can they bleed some time? Can they put more points on the board? How about the freshman Azir Nelson? He stepped up to the plate in a big way here this afternoon.
Say this, he hits those holes with purpose. He is running so hard and getting, I have to imagine, we don't have our stats guy obviously this year, Bob, but he's got to be averaging 5 yards a game.
Per carry.
Per carry.
I do got to give a shout out to Brendan Olimpo at St. Joe's University, a freshman. High throw. J.P. Oates couldn't bring it in. Second down and 10, and third down and 4, beg your pardon.
Oates might have been taking that one to the house. It was a little lower.
Not too many Cardinals right there in that deep zone.
Ball sailed just a bit. And it does feel like they need points because this Calvert Hall team is very talented offensively. It's going to take LaSalle's best offensively and defensively to win this football game this afternoon. Nelson, not going to get there that time. Swallowed up by that Calvert Hall defense, and most notably number 54, Jaden Falcon. What a play.
Man, you got to make sure you keep your blocks on this punt. That was a game changer in the first half, that blocked punt.
Gavin Muller will punt this one away. We saw him practicing on the sideline at half.
Yeah, I think I almost got hit by that ball, actually.
See if he can find a way here. You were down on the sideline
now? No, I was in the stands.
Yeah.
Muller. He got it off, but just barely, and it is straight up in the air. It takes a huge LaSalle hop. And there are no pictures on the scorecard, folks. That's going to work out.
That is a nice bounce. I can't believe they got away with that.
So that went the other way, man. Oh, wow. With a sky kick like that, you're relying on the bounce to take your distance.
Still great field position for Calvert Hall.
Calvert Hall just inching out Explorer territory here.
And a long, long way to go in this one. 10:37 to play in the fourth quarter. The score is, as you see it, 32-28 LaSalle. Jayon Williams takes it on the design or the RPO and gets out of bounds. Nudged out of bounds there by LaSalle. It is enough for a first down. Give him 11.
I thought Jared Mack Jr. had that ball. They faked me out up here, and a couple Explorers as well.
A lot of these draw fakes have been seen from this Cardinal offense. It's one of their, definitely one of their fortes.
Calvert Hall, they see talented competition each and every week. A highly vaunted league down there in Baltimore. So this is no surprise to see a team like this in LaSalle and give them all the credit in the world from coming back from a big early deficit. Jared Mack stopped in his tracks. Yeah, Jamel Williams in there on the stop.
Yeah, Mack left with a great front from the Explorers there. Jamel Williams just finding a way to let himself be known there with that tackle.
Second down and 7. Need to get to the 35-yard line. Hand off to Mack. And good blocking there by Calvert Hall. Matt Wills has to shed a block and make a play. And they stay in it for third down and short.
You got to imagine 4-down territory here.
Definitely. I mean, Matt Wills right there, a tremendous wrapping tackle. But like you said, Tyler, 4-down territory, if the Explorers manage to get the stop on this play here, you're in the Explorers territory, and I don't think that you're leaning to kick that ball again after what we just witnessed.
Third down and 4. Line to gain is the 35. Jayon Williams, what a day for him thus far. Quick keeper, and no, it's dropped. The quick out was dropped by Hewitt, and now fourth down. Decision time, but I don't think it's much of a decision at all. The offense is going to stay out on the field.
I can't believe they don't have number 8, Jackson Gister. He's been having a day out there. He hasn't been out there the last 2 plays.
And he creates a great size differential, Tyler.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable.
Usually matching up against one of the outside linebackers.
Loudest this place has gotten all afternoon. Fourth down and 4. They bring a man in motion. LaSalle shows pressure. And they got him to jump.
That's like the one thing you can't do there. I thought they got back, actually. But might have had a reaction from the QB.
I think that's a high school thing there, though, where you blow that dead when they're across the line of scrimmage.
The one thing you can't do there.
First down and 10 for Calvert Hall. Disciplined football from the Cards.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier.
And who's going to take it? Jared Mack's going to take it. And Grayson McHugh is going to take him down.
Yeah, McHugh right there, I mean, just handed the tackle, as we could see some, maybe if that was a miscommunication or if that was draw by design, but there really wasn't that much of a handoff. It was more like a, who's taking it? Who's taking it?
Well, yeah, Williams was like wrapped around Mack there.
Yeah, and they were moving as a unit. It was like a two-man rush, if that makes any sense.
Not ineffective, though.
No, yeah.
Considering that it is now second and what appears to be 13. Second and 13.
Need to get all the way down to the LaSalle 24-yard line for a first. Williams stands in and fires. He was hit hard on the play, but it's caught, and it's a touchdown.
Williams got crushed.
JT Taggart. One more look at this one. McHugh gets a free shot on him. And trying to undercut the route, no chance there. Taggart, good play.
Yeah, roughing the passer there, but
doesn't really do much. I mean, the receiving matchup right there, I believe that was, like JT Taggart. I mean, he's a very, very tall player matched up against Will Ryan. That height differential does definitely constitute a lot to what that play design was. Able to kind of take advantage of that, moving across the field and go right into the end zone.
The extra point is good, and this seesaw battle continues, 35-32.
Wow.
So now Calvert Hall will also be able to have the advantage of the kick being moved up. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the kickoff.
And it really came down to, I mean, not saying that they wouldn't have got it on that fourth down play, but that offsides penalty was huge.
$8:16 to play. What a football game. So what do you do here? If I'm Calvert Hall, I take it through the uprights, and I give LaSalle the football at the touchback point and live to see another day. But you could try to angle one to the sideline here.
Good opportunity for a squib, too.
Yeah, I think that's what you do there, though. Here comes McFadden. And a great defensive or special teams effort there by Calvert Hall. LaSalle will start at their own 13-yard line. Here comes Gavin Sidwar, a little dinged up in the first half. But back out, led a scoring drive last time for LaSalle. This is just the second time that they've gotten the ball, Tyler, in this half. 3 long, sustained drives. 2 by Calvert Hall, 1 by LaSalle, and they've all resulted in touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, it's not do or die time for the Explorers, but you got to score on this drive. Especially with how long these drives have been.
You know, I beg your pardon, that's not right. LaSalle did punt the ball away the one time. But they had the 1 long, sustained drive to start the third quarter. Azir Nelson, it's a delay give. He did eke out just 1 yard. Stop on the play by number 70, Isaiah Hammond.
Yeah, I mean, all you can ask for from Calvert Hall there.
7:40 and ticking. And look at this play. Here's Sutter. He's got room to the outside. And a nice job to peel off that block. Byron Baldwin, he's been involved in so many things. That shoved Sutter towards the middle of the field and negated the amount of the gain he could have.
You got some speed on the close side of the field here. Down at our bottom here, you can see J.P. Oates and Holland.
Generally speaking, LaSalle has gotten decent protection for Sidwar here today. He stands in this time. Across the middle, it's caught. Holland, first down, pulled out of bounds at the 30.
Yeah, Holland right there, a tremendous pickup, able to get some great yards after the catch there and put an arm in the face as he gets out of bounds to move the chains to the Explorers.
Nelson, decent start on first down. 3 yards and a cloud of old tire parts. You like that one, Tyler, huh?
You know I know my references, Bob.
Yeah, we dropped that one a couple weeks ago. Second down and 7. 6:30 and ticking.
Bob, are you staying for this game?
Oof, baby. Gavin Sidwar. He fires it deep. He's got a man behind the defense. Sutter couldn't lay out for it. It's a great throw, and Sutter had a step.
Oh, Sutter, a step behind that ball there from Sidwar. Aired that one out all the way. Just couldn't connect with him in time.
That's a game-changing play there if that connects.
Oh, man, that completely opens it up, Tyler. I couldn't agree more.
And now you have a third and, somewhat long here.
Sizable third down here for the Explorers.
And I think you can start to treat this like 4-down territory, too, particularly with the challenges in the punt game. Sidwar flips it out. Gonna be close. Makes one miss, and he got a first down on it.
Oates, that is a tough call to make that cut because that is so risky. You're losing yards there. Instead of making the 4th and 1, it's like a 4th and 2 or 3. But his athleticism got him there.
And we are halfway home in the 4th quarter.
It's flying by. You might not be detained, as you put it, Bob.
Anything I say on the air can and will be used against me in a court of law.
Happens to me.
Azir Nelson can't get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of 2. Really good play. And who else? Isaiah Hammond. He has been involved here in the second half.
Yeah, Azir met with a lot of pressure right there from Calvert Hall. Sending the Explorers back, creating a 2nd and 12 here. Just in dire need of some big momentum here with 5:25 remaining. The clock is ticking.
Great protection. Sidwar, all he's got, airs it out. Julian McFadden inside the 15. I mean, that is unloading the clip there. That's as much as he's got.
I love the play call. Doesn't connect on that deep ball a couple plays ago. You go right back to it. Look at this.
And Julian McFadden, go high point the football, young man, and be strong with those hands. What a game. Nelson runs into his own man, and that's a nose guard getting in there and creating problems. Isaiah Hammond is something else. Again, he didn't even need to make the tackle, just shove the offensive lineman back into him.
And that's your role as a defensive tackle. You know it's a run. You're plugging up your A gap and your B gap. Nowhere to go.
Now this gets really interesting. Well, Sal doesn't even want to talk about it, but we're on the broadcast so we can. At what point is there a point where you'd be comfortable attempting a field goal to tie the game?
No, that's not happening.
Azir Nelson, really nice run. He keeps moving, and now the whistle comes. It'll be 3rd down and about 4.
You talked about opening up the playbook. That run does it. 3rd and short, it's 4-down territory. I can't see them going for a field goal.
And he's keeping the clock running, too, which is evidently important here for the Explorers.
Well, that changes the play call, too. Yeah, I mean, if you know it's 4 downs, you can hand the ball back to Azir Nelson.
And if the Explorers score here, I like the timing of, Calvert Hall getting the ball. You got 3 timeouts, I believe. Got to score first, though.
Gavin Sidwar has Chris Filippo alongside him in the backfield. Hasn't taken many snaps in this role, but got close. And it will be 4th down and about 1. So, game on the line. What do you have here? What is the play call? Do you go back to Filippo? That's a pretty good push by that offensive line by LaSalle. Do you take Sidwar under center? He's 6'3". Do you have the brotherly shove? John McSorley is in the fullback position. And there's your brotherly shove. He should have it. Spins down to inside the 6 to about the 5-yard line. Gavin Sidwar with that long frame gets the first down.
When I first saw that spin, I didn't think he had it. He just
game of inches.
He went where the pressure was the least. He rolled into it.
And now look at this clock. You have to score, you're absolutely right. But 2:40 and ticking.
This is huge.
They're going to trust Filippo again. Hasn't taken many snaps in the running back position. Faking that give. They got McFadden on the other end. They're going to throw it in the flat. Filippo caught.
Yes, some clear targets were available there. Numerous clear targets were available there for Gavin Sidwar. Not the greatest decision-making.
I think he held it because he was waiting for McFadden to get open, which didn't really happen, but he had Filippo in the flat
outside,
immediately.
Guys, the down sign is broke.
That is not great when you're trying to call this game before you got to get going for a wedding.
So selfish. Think of the sign, Bob. The sign guy. He got laid out there.
True.
He's volunteering his time.
Hopefully not volunteering. Hopefully he's getting compensated in some way, shape, or form. The other thing is that stopped the clock. 2:18 to go. Azir Nelson. Nelson is getting pushed towards the goal line. Down to the 1.
And honestly, that might be a good thing he didn't score.
Well,
keeps that clock running.
They did blow it dead, I believe, a timeout. No, an illegal formation was called against LaSalle.
Oh, I didn't catch this one, guys. I don't know about you. I did not catch this one in the play.
What a call.
Wow. That'll set
perhaps 5 men in the backfield.
Well, yeah.
Perhaps someone was not on the line of scrimmage that needed to be.
That's huge.
Holy smokes.
Changes the play call, but the clock runs after that penalty, which is very interesting.
And it gets another down it's like an extra down.
Well, sure, but he would have been 3rd and 1 at the goal line. But sure, now 2nd and goal from the 9.
Depends if you're playing the clock game or the points game. Kind of huge, though.
Here's the snap. Sidwar steps up, fires, Sutter, touchdown.
What a play. Flag, though, thrown very late. Was he past the line of scrimmage?
No, he was. Well, I don't know. Let's see.
Regardless, Eddie Sutter.
Absolutely not. It might have been. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against LaSalle. Is that after the play or not?
Huh. Not sure where it came from.
So here we go. The touchdown is good, and it's after the play. So it is 38-35. And just to show you where the special teams situation is right now, with a chance to make it a 4-point game against a team that's willing to try a field goal from 40 yards out, your best option to do that is to run the 2-point unit out for LaSalle.
Bob, what happens if they tire? You getting out of here or
Yes.
going to OT?
Yes.
No, you got to stay.
1:37 to go. An untimed down. Sutter did not get there.
Oh,
Met
my goodness.
at the spot
His
and pushed
feet were
back
in, but the
by
ball
Kyle
didn't
Green.
cross.
You called it, Tyler.
No doubt about that one right there. Just centimeters away from that goal line.
Turn.
Wow, what a play by Kyle Green, and we got a ball game. 1:37 to go.
Oh, my goodness. Never a dull game between these two teams.
Never.
You have a nearly 40-year man here for LaSalle. John Steinmetz, he has put so much into this program over many, many years. Unabashed as a defense-first guy. He entrusts the offense to his offensive coordinator. John Steinmetz runs the defense. Tyler, you know that. You've played for him. Well, it's been a shootout all day, and a John Steinmetz defense has a chance to eke this game out for LaSalle on homecoming. Or Calvert Hall, fellow Christian Brothers team from Maryland. They play a high level of competition every single week, and they're going to get great starting field position because of the kicking woes for LaSalle with some injuries and the fact that the 15-yard penalty is enforced on this kickoff. They can break some hearts and have a happy bus ride home. We'll find out in a short minute 37.
I'm keeping it away from number 5 if possible here. He's been a beast all day. He's had a few good returns.
Yep, kick towards that left side right there.
I don't even know if they can reach Hewitt out there, though. But looked like they were doing like an onside kick. He was just grabbing the ball to reposition it.
I have to imagine this is pooched short to try to get someone else to catch this football. Squibbed. Oh. And that's a great job by LaSalle. That is a really, really good job by that special teams unit, and not at all what Calvert Hall was looking for.
17.
An amazing play right there.
Holland is down.
Did Will Ryan come in and make the punishing tackle?
Coming off under his own power.
That is great to see.
Yeah, I think he just kind of.
There really wasn't a ton of contact there. That's scary.
Rolled up on his ankle. It looks like an ankle.
Never want to see that,
Don't speculate.
Especially for Holland. He's a guy who gives his heart and soul to the team day in and day out.
Had a huge catch on that last drive.
Yeah.
Wow, this is doesn't get much better than this, gentlemen.
Storybook ending on our hands.
One way or the other, Danny. You nailed it, buddy. Ball at the 45-yard line. Quick out, incomplete.
Oh, he was open, too. Hewitt using that speed to get open. The pass just wasn't there, and that's how you do it. You got to get this defensive front to force the pass, and you got to contain this run. That's the winning formula in these next 3 downs. Starts with that front 7.
Second down and 10. Williams fires. It's caught, and he was down. How about that official coming in and making the call?
Tremendous officiating call right there.
And now whistles. A timeout is called by Calvert Hall. Right knee, heck of a call.
I got to hand it to these refs. I know, you could. Some of the penalties and things are subjective like that, but they're calling a great game. I thought that catching that 2-point conversion not being in was a great call. I think they've done a phenomenal job. I love that they gave him the helmet catch too, because that was in fact a catch.
Sure was. If you haven't followed the channel, by the way, our YouTube channel, you should. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter as well, because each week we put together somewhere between a 4 and 6 minute highlight reel of all the games that we broadcast. I can't promise you 4 to 6 minutes for this one. I just don't think there's enough time.
Not at all.
So if you can hang in for 8 minutes, there'll be some scintillating replays from this one here. And you can also be, by subscribing to the channel, notified to all the times we go live for LaSalle games, for Philadelphia Catholic League games, and all other high school contests that we do. 3rd down and 6. There's Williams. Lobs it to the outside. It's dropped. 2 hands on it. Wakefield was in the area, but Taggart's going to want that one back.
Wow, I thought that was a catch all day. Drops. If they don't convert here, drops has been the story for this Cardinals team. It's a completely different game. They have at least 5 to 6 drops that were, potentially touchdown saving.
4th down and 6. And with the heart that these two teams have shown, somebody's going to have their heart ripped out here.
Watch out for Gister. No one's on him right now.
Timeout. John Steinmetz and that defense. LaSalle wants to talk this over. Look at that. I don't know if you saw that down there, but number 88, Grayson McHugh, one of the defensive assistants, came up and stuck his hands straight up in the air. Basically as a reminder, hey, if you can't get to the quarterback, get that 6'8" frame and get those arms up in the air and try to knock down the pass on 4th down.
I wonder if that was due to that matchup, because Luthi matched up with Gister, and I wouldn't say that was a mismatch, but maybe Stein just didn't like what he saw there.
Let's see who they come up with here. So, yeah, they're going to put both big guys out there. Jackson Gister, the senior tight end, and J.T. Taggart, the junior tight end. Two tight end set.
He's made such big plays. I can't believe he hasn't been out there more.
Here we go, 5 wide. Keep an eye out for the quarterback keeper as well. 4th and 6. Here's your ball game. McHugh gets there. It's incomplete. McHugh with the pressure, and Chris Filippo in coverage.
Wow, a tremendous play there from everyone on that LaSalle defense right there. Like you said, Bob, the pressure from McHugh was amazing. And then you had number 9, Filippo, come in there and lay down the hammer on the receiver.
So close to being there a hair early, but perfectly timed.
The contact has been just before the ball was in the zone of the receiver. Thank God we walked away with no launcher on the field there.
Real time, that's almost impossible to call, but wow.
So now the question will be, how many timeouts does Calvert Hall have?
First down should seal it here.
Azir Nelson into the teeth of that defense. Timeout.
Might have taken like a second off the clock there. That was such a quick play.
Yeah. And these timeouts will likely just be the 30-second variety.
Hopefully for your sake, Bob.
For my sake.
Going to see that cross-country legend running to his car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hope there's no traffic.
I see my wife and I see the SUV right now.
You got to get going. We can finish this up for you, Bob.
Yep, Bob, by all means.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Bob Long is in a dilemma.
Yep. Yep. We don't have a booth cam here, but you can see me squirming.
Bring up the booth cam. I want to take out the phone, Bob.
2nd down and 9. 1 timeout remains for Calvert Hall. Azir Nelson again doesn't take much time off the clock. 4 seconds. Timeout Calvert Hall, that is it. So you do a little bit of math here. 1:07 to play. 40 seconds comes off the clock, plus about 4 or 5.
And with that, you're 100% not throwing a pass here.
No doubt, because if you take that 45 seconds, that means that you're looking at 22 seconds. That's when you're punting the football away.
Protect the football and get it out quick on that
That's
punt.
going to be interesting, the punt.
The special teams has been rough. And, I think that's mostly due to personnel issues. But, really need to get that right against a team like St. Joe's Prepper next week. That'll be the difference maker. And did see Holland getting his ankle worked on a little bit. He seemed like he was all right, so that's good news.
Holland's had a heck of a game. Really, a lot of these wide receiver targets have.
Yeah, he's out there right now, actually.
Don't get cute here.
No.
Run the football. Take the 40. And then I'm not a special teams guy. I don't know how you figure that one out.
Just Zaire Nelson maybe bounce to the outside, run out a little more clock, but
have to stay in bounds. 1:07 to go. It's a classic here, folks. Sutter. Nelson lost 2. Start that play clock, folks. And it'll be somewhere around 20 seconds.
Uh-oh. How does an injury affect this?
Well, it's an official's timeout.
Oh, no.
Down on the play is number 55, 53 from LaSalle. Looks like Sorge. So now what happens is you reset the play clock to 25 seconds. It will start on the official's whistle, but this is only going to get down to 30, whereas on a 40-second play clock, that would have gotten you down to 20.
That's a huge difference.
Quick math up here in the booth.
And the first thing and foremost is we were worried about Matt Sorge. Dave Crow, looks like Matt Rowland from my class of 2009. I know he's in the medical field. Awesome to see him out there. I can tell you that he's in good hands with Dave and Matt.
Slowly, Bob. I'll drive you down. Sorge did a great job out there, and luckily that's the last play he's needed for out there for the day. Oh man.
You don't need to worry about my logistics. I appreciate it. Now the coach for Calvert Hall has some questions. So, look at this, guys. Clock is running. It is 4th down and 12, and the offense is out there. Now everybody's got their hands on their hips, so they're going to take it all the way down to 1. John Steinmetz at the bottom of your screen is standing right next to the official at LaSalle's 49. He's going to tell the official to take it down to 1 second, which I believe would take us to 30.
All right.
And there it is.
Math.
So what do you do now?
You punt it.
You have to punt it away. As far as you can.
I don't know. In any way that you can. If you got to punt it high, it'll burn some clock, I guess.
Whatever takes seconds off the board. How about that?
Gavin Muller's coming out onto the field. He's been the one tasked with the punting duties. If you're just joining us, LaSalle has lost their punter, and their starting field goal kicker, Stevie Davis, is unavailable as well. So Gavin Muller has been taking the snaps here today. It has not gone particularly well.
If you're just joining us.
He just went back to the sideline, by the way. I don't know if this offense doesn't stay out there on the field and that this isn't the more safe or manageable play, where if you take the first down, great, it's over. If you don't, at worst, it's incomplete, and Calvert Hall has to go 49 yards in 23 or so seconds versus if there's a punt block, if there's some other issue.
How about a Sidwar punt here? How about that?
That would be interesting.
I would love to see that. 4th
down. He is little deeper than he normally would be. And Tyler, you nailed it. It's a phenomenal punt. This is inside the 5. This is down at the 1 yard line. Gavin Sidwar. Are you kidding me?
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Didn't see he was getting his foot checked at halftime and then goes to punting the ball on 4th down. You love to see it. I love when I'm right.
You did nail that one.
I love when I'm right, and it helps the Explorers.
So now 21 seconds left.
Why would you not? They had Hewitt out there. I would have keep him. There's
in the backfield at least.
Yeah, they had him out there for the return. You got to have someone down there in 4th and long like that. What a punt. Look at this.
Seems like anything can happen today.
Ball is at the 1-yard line. They got 21 seconds to go. 99 yards. Incomplete. Way to climb the ladder, Justin Hawkins. Calvert Hall wants a flag. There's no chance that a flag's coming on that one.
Yeah, I thought that was well defended. I don't know what Hewitt's looking for.
And Hawkins only coming in at 5'7", but his leaping ability, we've seen it so far in this game, is second to none.
15 seconds left.
McFadden checks into the game.
This is one of those games, guys.
One of those games. One of those ones.
One of those games that can turn a season around. Not that it was going the wrong direction, but you feel pretty darn good about yourself after this one. If they can come up with the victory. Jayon Williams fires across the middle. It was that caught and dropped?
Yep.
Incomplete. I think that's the right call.
Wow.
LaSalle's not going to like it.
Oh, man.
But did he make a football move? As soon as someone can define that for me.
Ooh,
I don't know.
I think that's a catch.
It's close.
It looked like it to me. That's my point of view. At least I'm thinking that's a fumble right there.
Slow-mo, it looks like a catch too.
3rd and 10, 8 seconds left.
Too close to call.
He had
maybe
100%
2 plays.
possession of that. That was.
Well, you got to call something.
Yeah.
Too close to call.
Oh.
Do less. You got to do something. 8 seconds.
Too close to call. I think it's no flag. Every time is the right call.
Jayon Williams fires deep. Out of bounds. 2 seconds left.
I mean, kudos to McHugh. He's been in the backfield every play here, putting pressure on Williams. There's not. What a beast. I'm excited to see him develop.
He may be in Williams' nightmares tonight. I mean, just a monster right there in that backfield.
I'm excited to see how this last play develops, and I'm even more excited to see Bob running for the car. Full sprint in the nice shoes.
We do what we can.
See that cross-country star.
Here's the last play of the football game. 4th and 10, 2 seconds left. And it is caught, and he is down. LaSalle wins the football game. What a contest it was. One of the all-time classics here in the regular season. And the homecoming faithful are going to go home happy.
If he stayed up, that might be a touchdown. Wow, what a game. See you, Bob. Have a great time.
Yeah, Bob, enjoy the evening.
Yeah, Danny, your thoughts on this game? What a game.
I mean, just one word can sum all this up, a thriller. We saw action right from the first drive of the game. Took a little bit for the Cardinals offense to get moving, but once they did, boy, you couldn't stop that run game at first. LaSalle had some equalizers on the defensive front. Then they scored a little bit, back and forth. Like Bob said, it was a seesaw all game today. But nonetheless, victorious are the Explorers on homecoming, a tremendous game. And my personal MVP would 100% go out to Julian McFadden. A tremendous, tremendous day for him today.
Yeah, there were a bunch of insane plays from many players in both gold and yellow helmets out there. This Calvert Hall offense is pretty darn good. They put up 35 points. Explorers just edging them out with 38. Had some special teams woes out there due to injuries, but honestly, a pretty complete game from the Explorers on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. I don't think you can ask for much more. Sidwar is developing into quite the quarterback as a sophomore. And on the other half, as you mentioned, Williams, sophomore. Great job out there. Used more of his athleticism to get first downs and move the ball, but two great teams. And I think this sets the Explorers up pretty well, or as prepared as they can be for St. Joe's Prep next Friday.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be a tremendous game coming at you live from Franklin Field. That'll be Friday evening. I'm really excited for that. Under the lights there, these past 2 years at Franklin Field, they've been daytime games. Finally, we have a Friday night kickoff. Super excited to be at that game. It should be a great one.
Yeah, and we can look as the Explorers go to celebrate with the alma mater, whether they do at the end of every game, win or lose. And with that being said, I don't think anything else needs to be said. This game spoke for itself. I consider this an instant classic, a lot of fun. So on behalf of Danny Rovey, Brady Joyce, of course Bob Long, I'm Tyler Kern. We'll see you Friday, I believe at 7 p.m.
That's correct.
As we play St. Joe's Prep. Thanks for tuning in.